today's podcast. Ladies and gentlemen, Jon Reep.
This is the Bertcast.
All right, now we're cooking. I've been in this place. I have no fucking idea. I moved in. I could figure it out. I was probably 30, probably 38.
10 years? 10 years?
No, less than 10. Less than 10. Definitely less than 10. All right, talk again.
Mic check.
Yeah, you're
Jon
perfect.
Reep here. Yes.
Yeah, less than 10 years. Leanne just started a podcast, so all the levels are all fucked because she's like, I like to ride the levels. I'm like, you don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Like, you've never, like, yeah, she likes to listen to them. And, yeah, like she's really producing.
That's inside talk.
No, the Barry one was really high. Were you ever represented by Barry?
No, I did Last Comic Standing.
I'm dying to talk to you about that.
Yeah,
I'm dying to talk to you about
whatever
that.
you want to do, buddy.
I am so like...
I am yours.
One of the things I think that fascinates me most...
Are we rolling right now?
Yeah,
Okay,
we're rolling.
Good.
One of the things that fascinates me the most in this business is Nick Thune told me about this thing called his Red Jacket show.
Okay.
It's like it's the show that changes your life. It's like the show that you do where all of a sudden people know your name.
A career-changing moment.
Career-changing moment.
Yeah, gotcha.
And I remember hanging out with you in the back of the Improv. And...
here in L.A.?
Yeah. In the back of the Improv. This is probably 13 years ago, maybe?
Yeah.
It was a long time ago. And it was and then I'd see you at auditions, like commercial auditions.
Yeah.
And I knew you through that. I remember, I think me, you, and Dove tested for this Apple commercial a long, long time ago.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I remember Dove had the line
Dove
of the...
Davidoff?
Yeah, Dove Davidoff. He had the line of the night. I pour heavy. And you're going to run into that, so we got Tito's here. And I got more Tito's. But Dove Davidoff had the line of the day. Someone's like... Dove's like, yeah, this is my 5th time reading for this. And they're like, what? And they're like, where did you first read? And he's like, New York. And they're like, oh, wow. They're like, wait, how long have they been casting this? And Dove goes, 7 years. And everyone laughed hysterically, including me. I was like, oh, what a line.
Yeah.
I
love Dove.
But yeah, Nick Thune has that.
The Red Jacket moment, you're saying.
Yeah. And then.
Where it's like, this is things are different now.
Yeah, and I guess I have two. I have one where I got discovered by Will Smith's company, and they got a deal, and I was working the door.
What year was that?
1999.
Here in L.A.?
No, in New York.
New York.
I was doing stand-up at the Boston Comedy Club, handing out those flyers.
Yeah.
You know, it's basically Pete. It's the Pete Holmes.
Right.
But what's it? Crashing story.
Yeah, I think it's Crash.
Except I wasn't gay. No, I'm kidding. I'm joking, Pete. I'm joking.
He's totally gay.
But yeah. So
you did that, and then Will Smith discovered you there or something.
No, his company did. But my real moment was an ICM showcase.
Yeah.
And Kathy Griffin, oddly enough, was hosting.
Oh my God!
Yeah, and I
bizarre.
I followed Earthquake.
Oh no!
But I had a joke. Everyone was scrambling. No one wanted to follow Earthquake.
Yeah, no.
In my head, I was like, this is win-win. I've been doing stand-up for a year and 6 months at the time.
I did a roast with Earthquake, and I'm very proud of this joke. I called him Mudslide. So you had to follow that guy. It's tough to follow. He's very,
very energetic, very black, very owns a room. Yeah,
he fucking takes over.
His name's Earthquake.
Yeah, right.
Man, I was so poor when we had to drive by, we had to throw the bullets. But so everyone was scrambling. No one wanted to follow him. Nick Swartzen left. He left totally. He was like, I'm not doing the showcase, and he just left. And I went,
that's hilarious.
And I remember being like, why would he do that? And then my other manager was like, Nick's very strategic about his career. Like, he doesn't just go up anytime.
Right.
And I was like, really? He's like, it's really interesting.
That's smart.
I just did everything. I never said no to a thing.
Right.
And then I had a joke where my name was Bert. Bert was my joke. And then I was like, I don't want to hear my name during sex. And then I go, shh. And I'd always say, call me Quate or call me Lavernius, or I'd say a black dude's name.
Okay.
And I just went, shh, call me Earthquake. And the place exploded. Kathy Griffin was like, you just had a dream set. Oh. And she was like, get out of the building. And so
where was it again?
At the Laugh Factory.
The Laugh Factory.
And I walked off to the left, and Barry Katz shuffled me out. He said, don't speak to anyone, get in a car, don't take any phone calls.
Wow.
And shuffled me out the alley into a car and put me in a car and left, and I got me out of there. And I was like,
wow.
I was like,
was he already representing you? Or?
He was representing me, and Andy Cohen was my agent. Andy said the same thing. He's like, don't speak to a person. And dudes were jumping over them. No lie. Like, Bert, I have a script I want you to read. And I was like,
wow.
I got in the car, called my buddy Miles Mosley, called me just randomly from Atlanta. And I was like, I think my life just changed. but you had it. I mean, I'm curious.
I love that. That's awesome. So from there, that was Will Smith's company.
Yeah, but I had it differently. Like I then got TV shows, and then I kind of just floundered, and it just and then I think you get 7 opportunities to succeed in this business.
Okay, yeah.
I think you get 7 breaks, 7 big breaks. I think.
I hope. I'm on like 5.
I'm on
maybe
I'm on
4 or 5.
I think I'm on 4 or 5. I definitely feel like I'm my last.
What you define as a break.
I'm holding on to my last 2. I know there's one that I've got in my pocket. And I'm like, I don't want to waste it yet.
Yeah, it's like 9 lives, but for comic we get 7 breaks.
Yeah, 7 breaks.
Yeah,
but was Last Comic Standing? Was that your first?
Big one, right? It goes. There's levels, right? So from North Carolina, came out here in 2000. I've been here 17 years. But the first real big one was the Dodge Hemi commercial.
Did you start?
In terms of television?
It's so funny. I didn't know you did that. I thought those coincided. I thought Last Comic Standing and the Hemi ones.
Nope. It looks that way though.
Yeah,
you don't know. Yeah, it all runs together. So I've been doing stand-up like as my only source of income since 1998. Quit my job in 98.
What were you doing?
I was working at a TV station. Yep.
Really?
I was working at PBS in North Carolina. Boring. It was like UNC TV. We did boring shows like Legislative Week in Review, snooze fests. But the good part was I learned a little bit about the TV business, behind the scenes.
Were you like just like a PA?
I was like a teleprompter guy, holding a boom mic. Actually, I was the assistant director for one show, but then I was also doing stand-up at night, and that's what I really wanted to do. But, I didn't think it was going to turn into a career. I was just trying to get laid.
Yeah.
So that's how girls will see me. If I get up there and they laugh.
Dude, it was such a simple equation back then.
Yeah.
Like, I remember doing it in New York. But I remember guys that cashed in on that. They were like, this is how I'm going to get pussy. And then that's all they focused on.
Well, that's how anything gets invented by dudes.
Yeah.
It's a motivation for all things.
Yeah. And then some of those guys mortgaged their careers to get laid.
Yeah.
And didn't write new stuff.
They go, this is all I need.
Yeah.
I'm still getting laid off this hour from 10 years ago.
And then you find someone like Mark Norman who's getting so much pussy. I know he's got a girlfriend, but notoriously, but he's still writing good jokes. You're like, motherfucker.
Yeah.
So you started in
North Carolina at Charlie Goodnight's Comedy Club.
I've always wanted to do Charlie Goodnight's.
You've never been there?
No.
Bert, you would love it. You would kill there.
Really?
I mean, you kill anywhere, but that room is a cakewalk. It is. You will destroy.
Really?
It's one of my favorite rooms, not just because I started there. Like, my favorite is that one. Zany's in Nashville.
Zany's in Nashville is so fucking good.
I love that one. And Denver Comedy Works downtown.
I just did. I'd always wanted to get in there, and I guess I'd always done the Denver Improv, and then I wanted to go into the other one, and I don't think she had an open week, so she threw me a Sunday.
Okay,
and so I'm doing a Sunday.
You're going there.
I'm doing the Sunday. Like someone
Comedy
left.
Works.
Yeah, Comedy Works, and
that'll be your first time there.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, you're gonna love it.
In August 27th and now 28th. I think we sold out Sunday, so we're doing Monday too.
Oh, dude.
Yeah.
You're going to love it. It's underground. It's like you go downstairs.
Attell recorded Skanks for the Memories there. It's the best album ever. It's the best comedy album ever written. And I would hear that and I would imagine what that room looked like.
Yeah. It's so good. And Raleigh's a little bit like that. It's not underground, but it's just the audiences are just everyone's in a good mood. It's like San Diego.
Yeah.
Everyone's just happy. So I started there, and then when I got here in 2000, so the first big thing I did was probably the Dodge Hemi commercials. I moved here.
That was fucking huge.
I got invited to the Just for Laughs festival in 99, 2000. I was the year after Dane Cook got that. A dude named Chicken. Do you know this dude? Michael Roof killed himself.
Yep. Dude, I want to do a documentary on that motherfucker.
Dude, he used to destroy.
He used to destroy, but
it's also kind of weird.
Very minimal material.
Yeah, he's very fucked up.
This is what it looks like when you dodge a pitch.
He'd go up there and wash. I remember him washing his hair on stage, and that's all he did. And it was killing.
I watched.
I'm like, what is he? How is he doing this?
He had a really good friend. They were on. I think he was a writer on Hype. You remember Hype?
Yeah.
I think he was either a writer or an actor on Hype. But they shot a short of Michael of Chicken as Wonder Woman.
Okay.
Who didn't know that it was a man. I don't know what the short was. All I know is that cocaine was involved.
Okay.
And when they showed it to me, or one of the, I don't know if Michael Roof or Chicken was there.
Yeah.
When the guy that made it showed it to me, he's like, just smiling. He goes, "That's real cocaine." And I was like, yeah,
I believe it.
I'll take it. But
you did a good Bobby Knight impression. I remember that going like, that's pretty damn good.
That's an interesting. Oh yeah. Oh, I guess just storming around the stage.
Yeah, he's just pissed.
Yeah.
But so. I went to Montreal after Chicken got that huge development deal, like what, $500,000.
So for those people that don't know, he is technically the person that ruined the development.
Yes,
that is common knowledge.
Yes,
that across the board.
Right.
By the way, that was the same year I got my deal with Will Smith.
Oh, no kidding.
That was the exact same year because Frank Caliendo got a deal.
Yep.
Chicken got a deal. I got a deal. Gary Goldman got a deal.
Wow.
And
from
then
different companies.
From different companies.
Yeah. Well, Dude, it's such a small world.
It really is. So
I did well to just the new faces, good enough to move out here and think, well, I had meetings with Ron Howard's Imagine
Shut up.
company, and I had CBS was like wanting to meet. I didn't have an agent. I had nobody.
Oh, how fucking great is that?
Well, that's actually perfect because I'm like, everyone want to talk to me. And I'm like, sure, And I took all these meetings, and they all said pretty much the same thing. Like, well,
we can't understand what you're saying.
Right, because you repeat that. We need subtitles for you.
There's a great story of Mike Epps doing that at what was the black channel, but it wasn't black. No. The other one, it was like WB or UPN. UPN.
Oh my God.
And the guy, it was a white executive, and this is how the story goes. And this is what Mike told me.
Yeah.
This is a long time ago. I've run into Mike since then, and every time I have to reintroduce myself. And by the way, I partied with this guy probably every other night, every 3 nights for a year.
Yeah,
I mean, many nights.
Bert Kreischer, good to meet you.
Many nights. We ended up in my apartment. Me, him, and my roommate.
Just killing the minibar.
Just destroying booze and just talking and listening to Mike tell stories.
Yeah.
And every time I ran into him with Billy Gardell one time at an airport. I was like, "What's up, Mike?" I mean, by the way,
like,
I have nothing but love for Mike.
Yeah.
The first thing Mike said was, "Hey man, you got like $20 I can borrow?" He's a movie star. He's a fucking movie star.
Hilarious.
I go, "Really?" He goes, "I was out all night last night. I don't know where my wallet is or my money."
Was he being funny, or did he need $20?
He needed $20. He was hungry, and so I was like, "Yeah," I gave him $20, and then me, him, and Billy Gardell sat across from each other, and I don't even think he was doing a gig. I think
was this at the airport?
It was in an airport, and he wasn't even doing a gig. I think he just came out to party. He's an interesting guy.
That's hilarious.
So you went to Montreal, no agent.
No agent. Did well. People wanted to talk to me.
And you decide, fuck it, I'm moving to New York,
and
LA.
I started at Good Nights, and it was me, the class that you kind of have like a class, or whatever. So it was me, Jeff Richards, Retta from Parks and Recreation.
Who's that?
Retta's you know what? She's Parks and Rec. She's like the big black girl.
Okay, yeah.
She was going to Good Nights. Me and Jeff. Who else? I think Dr. Ken came in there. He was going to Duke at the time.
Are you
all these random people would pop in there, but me and Jeff got kind of close. So when I came out here, I pretty much couch surfed with Jeff, here. But I came out here thinking I kind of said I'd give myself a year in L.A. And if I don't do anything on TV, then I'm going to say, hey, I tried. I'll just hit the road. I'll do radio.
I almost think that's better to give yourself a time limit because then you just throw it all at the wall.
Yeah.
You're like, I just got 1 year. Fuck it.
Yeah.
Like I said to myself, I'm not going to give up. So in a weird way, I kind of took a very cautious
I probably
approach.
would not have. Yeah. I probably would have said, well, 1 more year. Yeah. Let me renegotiate with myself. But that's what I kind of said. But and then the first thing I did was this show called Late Friday. It came on 2 a.m. It was like just a 10-minute set on NBC. It was like 2 a.m. show.
I think Norton did that.
Yeah.
I remember hearing that.
Yeah.
Did you tape it at Santa Monica Pier?
No.
Okay.
No, but they did do. I think they did one there.
Yeah.
What did they tape on? No, this was on like a lot, like a studio lot.
Well, those are always
somewhere.
good shows to do.
Yeah.
Where it's a studio audience in a
pretty much
sound
they're
room.
paid extras.
Yeah.
We were laughing at the wrong parts.
Yeah.
Because they just we're supposed to laugh. Like that's the
My
setup.
name's John.
Good one. He said John. But so I did that. Late Friday was the first thing I did on TV. Then I got the commercials, those Dodge truck commercials. I did like 6 of those, and that was the first thing I did. That was like,
Can we ballpark what they paid?
Oh yeah, we can. We can ballpark it because I don't know.
What do you mean?
I mean, it's been okay. So in the span of 2002 to about 2005-06, I did.
That was, by the way, probably
2002
one of the biggest car commercials.
Yeah. They sold
one of the biggest
more
car campaigns ever.
Yeah, I had no clue it was going to be, and they had no clue it was going to be that successful. Otherwise, they would have locked me down to a long-term contract. We did one commercial. I had no. I'm sitting in a desert in Palmdale in this beat-up Duster next to another guy I don't know. I look like crap. I'm the fattest I've ever been. I got these nasty sideburns. And I'm thinking, I'm going to say this one line. No one's going to know what a Hemi is, and I look disgusting. I'm like, let me just get through this, and I'll go back to stand-up. Whatever it was. But I couldn't have been more wrong. They were like, they're big motorheads, gear guys, car guys who love the Hemi engine back when Richard Petty won all those NASCAR races, and they outlawed it for a while. And now they're reintroducing it into a truck. So this Hemi engine has been gone for years, and all of a sudden, here's this redneck who pulls up in a beat-up Duster next to a truck, and I'm the face that's reintroducing this engine, and they sold more trucks. Someone told me this statistic. I forgot exactly what it was, but they said in terms of a commercial selling the product in the automotive world, nothing's ever been done like that. So they made 6 of them, but they didn't know they didn't know they'd be that successful. So I did the one.
All you had to say was 4 words?
That thing got a Hemi. 5.
5 words.
I actually said hey before it. Hey, that thing got a Hemi. Yeah. Hey! For your listeners, I did 6 of them. I'll do all 6 of them real fast. This is a montage. Here we go. Hey, that thing got a Hemi. You about to find out. Come on, man, floor it. Get me closer. I smell a Hemi. That can't be good. Sweet. That's all 6. Bought me a condo.
Shut up. Shut up. So this is at the very beginning, because I mean, just so people know, Dimitri Martin and I started together technically. I wouldn't say we really did, but we were friends and we hung out. Uh-huh. And Dimitri, by the way, he's got a movie out I want to see. But Dimitri has always been very savvy. He's always been very insightful. He's very playful. He's very childish.
Yeah,
like he likes the fun of comedy. He's not like he's a little bit of a nerd. I think he'd admit that.
I did Bonnaroo with him, so I know him a little bit. Yeah,
he's a fun guy. Yeah. He's a great guy. Uh-huh. But I remember him telling me, he's like, dude, if you get one commercial, Judah did some Snickers commercial, and he got like $125,000. But Judah was a commercial actor, so they wanted him. Yeah, so they give you like a initial buy.
It starts off low, like you get. I think I got paid. I want to say, and I really don't remember. It's been a while, but I want to say whatever the minimum was for an actor, like a no name is what I got. So what was that, $5,000 for the weekend?
$5,000,
and then residuals, right?
You got the residuals.
Well, that's where you made your money.
That fucking thing ran everywhere.
That's what made the money. Because it's just $5,000 for the weekend.
So you get $5,000 and then you do it, and then.
But then, because they didn't lock me down to a contract, my agent, who thinks he's Jeremy Piven from Entourage of the commercial world, he's like, "Well, you got to pay the piper. We gotta get more dough for this guy. He's a stand-up. He's killing." So I used the Hemi thing to actually boost the ticket sales. So it'd be like Jon Reep, Hemi guy from that commercial.
Shut up.
And people would, just curiosity be like, well, let me go see what this guy's all about. But they didn't know I was a stand-up. So they didn't know what to get into. But if they were smart, they would have locked me down to a long-term contract, because every time I did a commercial, and they didn't do. If they were smart, they would have said, okay, we'll do the one. That was good. Let's lock him down for 3 more. Nope. It was one at a time every time. And it just kept going up because they had no idea what they were doing.
And that residual check is showing up like weekly.
That mailbox money. Well, here's you know this, but your listeners might not. But like, it goes in 13-week cycles. So that first residual check, let's say it airs in every state in the country. That first one you get is the biggest one. Then the second one is a little bit lower
because they're second buys. It's not like it's the newness of a commercial is what it's expensive,
right?
But
but if it goes to 14 weeks. Like, they don't do this anymore. If you notice commercials now, no one watches them. We all fast forward through them. This is before TiVo, so I got kind of lucky.
Oh, fuck.
But
this is before
TiVo. You had to watch me. You had to see my face, whether you liked me or not. It was on every damn channel. I remember being in a bar. This is the first time I saw myself on TV. I was in, I want to say St. Louis.
Yeah.
I was doing a college gig, and I just started playing fantasy football. And I thought, I'm going to go to this bar. Got my little stats. I'm going to sit here and watch all these games by myself.
Yeah.
So I just walk in. I'm sitting there. I'm having a beer. And on every TV in the place, my face pops up.
Oh.
I'm like, that's me. And this guy's like, hey, that's you. I'm like, yeah. But they aired them all the time, especially sports.
All the time.
Yeah. So that's where you make your money, the residuals. Like 13-week cycle. So the first week is the biggest, and it just whittles down to that last 13th week is the smallest paycheck you'll get in residuals. But if it goes to 14, it starts over. It goes back to that first check.
Oh, shit.
So it's a cycle. So if you can get a commercial now that airs longer than 13 weeks, then you can make some money. But they don't do that so much anymore. Now they'll hire someone and just do like the 13 weeks and get rid of them and start over. Like Kentucky Fried Chicken. They got a new Colonel Sanders. Every how many Colonel Sanders have there been? There's Norm Macdonald. There was
because
Jim Gaffigan. They just keep redoing it.
Yeah,
they don't have to keep paying those cycles. I don't know if that's why, but that's an example of what's happening.
They decided to do that.
Yeah,
everyone kind of shit on Norm when he did it at first.
Yeah, I thought it was great.
In my head, I was like, yeah, that's fucking awesome.
Yeah, it's hilarious.
Norm's special is probably one of the best specials that's been.
I haven't seen it yet.
It's really great. I love the intro to it.
What's
I love
it called?
The way I don't know.
Yeah.
Hitler's dog.
Is it really?
I swear to God, yeah.
I'm sold.
Yeah, it's a great special. It's one of the best ones. I've seen a lot of really good ones lately.
Yeah.
I had a conversation on this is I'll share this.
Yeah.
I had a conversation. I'll share this on camera. I don't give a fuck. But I'm doing a special in February, and then I had a conversation with this lady at a company today, and she said to me something that really fucked my head up.
Oh.
She goes,
Do tell.
I said, I want to find the new path in the woods. I want to find the new way to distribute your specials so that people find it. I mean, listen, I'd love to do a special with Netflix, but Netflix has a lot of content. Mm-hmm. And I just feel like I would get lost in that content.
Okay.
Like, I don't think I'd stand out with Hassan Minaj and I mean, all these big names that by the way, I mean,
if they don't promote it and if they just put it out,
Aziz Ansari, totally. Mike Birbiglia, Dimitri Martin, Ari Shaffir, Joe Rogan, Dave Chappelle, Chris Rock, Jerry Son. I'm like, why is anyone going to find me? Like, and then they just did 9 30-minute specials of really great comics too.
That's smart.
And so this lady's like, I was like, I want to find the new distribution because Facebook changed my touring, by putting videos on Facebook.
Yep.
And so I was like, I don't know, maybe I'll do like a Facebook Live, do a live show, maybe I'll do a pay-per-view.
Right.
Hook up with a pay-per-view event and do like a pay-per-view and let everyone watch it for like $5 on pay-per-view and make it a live event.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll do.
That's pretty cool.
You know what she said? She goes, why are you doing an hour special? I was like, what do you mean? She goes, I mean, everyone's making donuts. Hour? Everyone's making donuts. Why are you still making donuts? You can make something different. You have the ingredients to make something different. Right. Make something different. If you're looking,
what does that mean? Like just
I don't
just
know.
A donut hole?
I don't know. And then this fucking company that I can't say the name, but a dude who you'd love.
Yeah.
This I know you like this guy. This guy's great.
Yeah.
I took a meeting with this company and talking about making a movie. And then they brought this idea to me that's totally different. I was like, fuck, what if I did it that way? Like, what if I because I feel like
yes. I don't know what your plan might be, but I'm thinking like it's smart now. Even artists, musicians don't even do full albums almost. They just do singles. So why aren't we just doing singles? Why aren't we just putting a 5-minute bit? Bam, that's it.
Why aren't we putting Like I'll talk to you about it off
50
camera.
cents. Bam. Download it now.
Yeah.
New bit. 5 minutes. And then, like 10 weeks later, another 5 minutes, whatever it is.
It was really fascinating. I'll tell you. I don't want to share.
Yeah,
it
I don't
on
want to burn it right now.
Because I'll tell you off.
Okay.
But so let's get back. So the Hemi.
That was the first thing that my face was on. People started recognizing my face because of that.
And that's, by the way, that's when being famous was appreciated. It was
Right,
like
right.
if you saw someone from TV or like you'd light up, you'd be like, oh shit.
Yeah, well, I was that guy that you knew my face, but you didn't know my name because they didn't say here's Jon Reep in the commercial. It just said here's this guy.
Yeah.
So Last Comic Standing was where the name happened.
So when's were the timers from Hemi and Last Comic Standing?
So I won Last Comic Standing in 2007. No, season 5, 2007. So that's the season I did.
Okay.
And I had been watching it at home. Just I was kind of on the fence about it. Like, we're comedians. We get on stage. We're confident. We're cocky. We don't have a care in the world. And but at the end of the day, that show is a reality show, which I kind of hated that part of it.
Yeah.
Because you'd see a comedian kill and then look right in the camera and go, "Please vote for me." It just looked desperate, and I hated that part of it.
Dude, I hated my experience with that show.
What year were you? What did you do?
Season 2.
Season 2.
Season 2, and that was Heffron.
Heffron, yeah.
And John won. And I remember I just relived all this because I was at the Wild West Comedy Festival.
Yeah,
and
I was there. I missed you.
Oh, that's right. You were in before me.
I was there. I did a thing with Brad Paisley and Zanies.
Oh, really?
That Thursday before you got there. Yeah, I'll tell you that in a minute.
But Heifer and I did the show. We flew in from L.A. and we did our audition there
In Nashville.
In Nashville.
Okay.
And Barry called me and said you need to fly to Nashville, and I guess whoever was the executive producer at the time called John and said you need to fly to Nashville.
Okay.
And so we both flew to Nashville.
Wow.
Circumnavigated the line, auditioned,
right,
got passed, and then moved on to the next round, and then went outside the back, and it was just me and him, and he was like, this could be really big for us, and I was like, yeah, and then he's like, what's your? I don't know if he was this savvy to it, but he was like, what's your character? Like, what's your
right?
Like, I don't know.
That's a legitimate question from him.
Yeah, and I said, what do you mean? And he's like, well, are we just both like 30-year-old white guys?
Right.
I was like, oh fuck.
Yeah,
and then
how
I was
are we
like,
standing out?
I didn't look at him as competition at all. I really didn't. I was
Right.
like, and then we went down to this bar and we had a beer right at the end. I don't think that bar's there anymore. And we had a beer and we talked. And he was like, yeah, I remember him saying he's talking about trapper keepers and, and something, and I was like, wow, I was like, I'm really amazed at how funny he was, but how more mature he was than me. I think we're the same age, but he was just so much more mature than I was.
That dude started when he was like 12 or some shit. I mean, he's been out a long time.
And then we got to the second round, and I remember I think I was someone that worked for the show saying, well, yeah, you had to beat John. And I was like, what? And they're like, yeah, well, you weren't in competition with like Alonzo or Ant, or it was like you, John, and Gary Goldman.
Oh,
and I was like,
someone told you that?
Yeah, and I was like,
wow.
Oh, really? And
Yeah.
they're like, yeah. Well, like, you're not going to beat Kathleen Madigan. Like, we got to take a chick. We got to take a black dude.
Yep.
We got to take a gay guy. We got
That's
to
right.
take a fat guy.
Because it's a reality show.
Yeah, and I went.
Did you guys your season? Was there a house involved?
There was.
Yeah. Okay.
But that was one of those moments where I was like, I remember 13 million people watched the episode I was on, and I went to the airport the next day. I just had Georgia, and in the episode I was like you said, please, I need this. I got a baby coming.
Yeah. I hated that part of it.
Oh.
So I'd sit at home, watch this show. I saw John. Didn't know him at the time, but I'd watch this show. I'm like, I don't know. But then I'm getting jealous of these other comedians I don't know who are getting this primetime network television exposure.
Dude,
it's huge.
It was so huge when I toured with Jay London and Gary Goldman.
Jay London has one of my favorite jokes of all time.
What's that?
He goes, I used to work at Bed Bath & Beyond. I worked in the Beyond department. People ask me what things are. I say, I don't know. It's beyond me. But he does it in levels.
Yeah.
Each one gets a laugh.
Dude, he was so recognizable. I would be walking down the street with them, and we were at Albuquerque and Richmond, and they would just get recognized like fucking crazy.
Yeah.
They were sold out every fucking show.
Wow.
Like 2 Thursday, 2 Friday, 2 Saturday, 2 Sunday.
Wow.
And Gary was, by the way, till the day I die, I just had Georgia. I was getting $700 a week on the road.
Yep.
And Gary and Alonzo and Jay were like, we need to fill the spot. And Gary's like, we should have Bert. He just had a kid. It'll be good. And I got more money than I was ever making. I think I got like $5,000 a week.
Yeah.
And I was like, it was a lot of money for me. It's a lot of money now, but
Yeah.
like for me then,
Especially
that
then.
was like doing like fucking 7 weeks of the road.
Right.
And I was so grateful. But I still am very grateful.
What year was that again?
This was right when Georgia was born, 2004.
2004. Okay, that was before. Yeah. So it's a big audience. You know,
Really
it's the
big.
biggest thing I've done in terms of. Well, yeah. My season was they did it in Australia, Canada, and the UK. It wasn't just America voting.
Oh.
It was the only year they did it in Canada, UK, Australia, blah blah blah. Amy Schumer came in fourth that year. Lavelle Crawford came in second. Doug Benson was on my season. You had
Jeff Dye.
Jeff Dye he's after me. He was the year after me. He came in second the year after me. Eliza Schlesinger won.
Okay.
He came in second after.
Okay.
The year after me, he came in second.
Yep.
Yeah. Oh, I
So-
love Jeff Dye, by the way.
What's that?
I love Jeff Dye.
He's great.
Yeah.
He's great. We were just talking about the Barry shit. I haven't talked to Jeff, but Barry was pretty upset that Jeff talks shit about him. But I was like,
I've never had any negative contact with Barry. He's always been nice to me.
Barry's going to hear this too. Listen, I love Barry.
Yeah.
But like, I'm not confrontational. So like, if you started talking shit about Barry, I just listen. Like,
right.
I don't do
That's
that
what
kind of
I do.
podcast. I just have drinks and giggle.
I go ahead.
Someone said to me the other day, she goes, so what do you do in your podcast? I go, I just try to laugh. Like, I just try to get people to make me laugh or
Right.
stay interested.
Sure.
And so, but I love Barry.
Yeah.
Well,
he was there in my season, The Last Comic. I mean, it was Bill Bellamy was the host. My judges were Kathleen Madigan, Alonzo, and Ant were the judges.
what's
then you have
Ant doing now?
I have no idea.
He had some struggles, I think,
Yeah,
with dependency.
I think he did. Something happened. He
By
gained
the
some
way-
weight. I don't know what happened.
What?
Right? I'm not sure what it was, but I know he's been dabbling or struggling with something.
I ran into him. By the way, Ant was and I say this, and if you hear this, I hope you understand.
Ant, good to meet you, buddy.
He
I like Ant. He was always nice to me.
He was a dick to me.
Was he?
Yeah. Well, hold on. When we first did Last Comic Standing,
Yeah.
he knew the game. Like, he knew how to play the game.
Right.
And he was like, confrontation.
Oh, yeah, that's what gets you on. That's what gets you on the TV.
Yeah, we got to get.
Otherwise, you're getting cut out.
Yeah, confrontation. Spill it all
Because it's a reality show.
And I guess I maybe I said something. I don't remember. I was drunk.
Yeah.
I was eating a lot of Xanax at the time, and I went to the interview, and they're like, the day of the competition, and they're like, so the guy you're gunning for is Ant, and I was like, what?
What?
And they're like,
Gunning for?
like, you have a problem with gay people? And I was like,
Huh?
excuse me? And they're like, you have a problem with gay people? And I'm like, oh, no. And they're like, well, like, say you have a problem with Ant. And I
That's
was
that
like,
question where it's like, so why did you kill those children?
yeah.
Like, what children? Huh?
I killed children, and then they use that, so
Right.
I didn't like Ant because of that. It really bothered me that he would use me to succeed. It just bothered me.
Yeah.
And then I ran into him at an airport one time, and we sat and we just talked.
Yeah.
And he was very sweet, and
Yeah.
and he was very grounded at the time, and
I mean, in terms of that show, he was pretty smart.
he was really fucking smart.
Yeah.
And Rogan called him out for stealing a joke from
Did he?
Boiler Room.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, like Rogan's like, and then Buddy Hackett fucking
What?
confronted Rogan.
Buddy Hackett.
And he goes, he does it good. He does it good.
Of all people in the world.
And Rogan's like, no, you can't do other people's material. And Buddy goes, of course you can. And everyone's just sitting back like,
Wait, Buddy Hackett was on the show?
Buddy Hackett
Oh, I
said
forgot
to
about
Rogan, you can. He was the judges. It was Rogan, someone, and Buddy Hackett.
Wow.
And Rogan's like,
Dude, I want to look that up.
oh, dude. He's like, Rogan goes, you can't do other people's material. And Ant's like, I wrote that. And he goes, no, you didn't. That's from Boiler Room. I watched the movie. And then Ant's like, I wrote it. And then Buddy Hackett goes, it doesn't matter. He did it better. You can do other people's material. And everyone's like, no, you can't.
Yeah, it's a little taboo.
But, sorry, I keep interrupting you. So
No,
so
in terms of strategy, I'll chime in. Okay, so I knew that I was going to be the redneck.
Yeah.
Right? I auditioned in L.A., so at the Improv. And I went down there, and I'm thinking, all right, should I amp it up? Should I just, this is how I sound.
Yeah.
But sometimes I get on stage, it just kind of comes out. Like, it just, because it's nervous energy, and you want to be funny at all times.
You also don't know how, like, I say things a certain way on stage. Like, the other day it's
not even on conscious sometimes.
I don't even know why I do it. Sometimes I sound like a little jazzy, I think. Like, someone said to me the other day that I've told this machine story for fucking 4 years.
Yeah.
And I always say, this teacher comes back to our cabin. She swings the door open. She did not speak English. She did not speak Russian. She was not. Like, I always say did not. And they're like, why don't you just say didn't? Like, and I go,
well, it's smart to say did not. Because you didn't can sound like did. So you want to say did not. You want to make sure they know that.
It's so funny. I never even thought through it. But like, and I noticed that that sometimes I sound different on stage.
Yeah.
Like Jay Larson sounds a lot more Boston-y on stage.
Yeah.
But he also sounds a lot more Boston-y drunk.
Right.
Like, and
that's what happens to me too. Like, I'll get a couple drinks in me, and then this is, as we continue this, I'll probably get more Southern as we go along.
Yeah.
Because the booze will kick in, but that's what happens. But I knew when I went down there,
Zach's joke about that?
Huh?
Did you ever hear Zach's joke about that?
Zach who?
Galifianakis?
No, what did he say?
Because I'm from North Carolina. You don't hear that until I start drinking, and my accent comes out, and I start saying like words like y'all, and then he said the N-word.
Yeah.
And y'all N-words get off my porch.
Yeah. Dude, he has the best racist joke of all time.
Which one's that? By the way, do not. Apparently,
I'm afraid to say it.
You can't say the N-word at all.
know.
I mean, like, you can. I don't give a fuck. I don't think anyone listening to this podcast gives a fuck. But then you go down.
I'm going to quote another comedian.
Yeah.
So it's not me saying.
Yeah. Okay, good.
I love this fucking joke because it's genius, and not because it's racist, because it's hilarious.
Yeah.
So Zach's very soft spoken. He plays the piano. He's just got jokes, right? He's just sitting there playing jokes, and he's playing the piano, and he goes, "I used a racial slur the other day, and I'm not happy about it." And he goes, "But it's not what you think." He goes, I used the term sand nigger. And right there, the audience goes like, ooh.
Yes.
And he goes, no. Hear me out. It's not what you think. What I said was get off the sand, nigger. Volleyball is for white people. And he slams the keyboard down and goes, that is a genius joke. Like, he defends himself right then and there.
I was around.
That's not Jon Reep, by the way.
You were around at that time when him and Sarah were just pushing boundaries with race. Really pushing boundaries.
Yeah.
And it was so fun to watch them. Yeah. And there are people that I'm sure are listening to this who go, it's not funny. I don't know why you're laughing.
Right.
You're and I read all the stuff about the Bill Maher. I read people's opinion.
Sure.
But like, I don't know. It obviously doesn't offend me. I wasn't impressed, but at the same time, it is simply a joke.
Yes.
It is simply a joke.
He's trying to go for a laugh. And he's not trying to hurt anyone's feelings. He's trying to elicit laughter. And if that's the goal,
wait,
I think that's great.
Have you ever heard Louis and Patrice?
Louis Anderson?
Louis C.K. and Patrice O'Neill talking about
I did hear Louis Anderson and Patrice. Just kidding. No, I haven't heard that. Well, what are they doing? They're talking about race?
I'm going to fuck it up.
Are you looking it up right now?
I'm going to look it up, and I'm going to play it for you.
Now, this is them talking about the N-word?
You never heard this?
Maybe.
Hold on a second.
Dude, I'm not... I should be more of a comedy nerd, but I'm not.
I'm a big comedy nerd.
Yeah.
Okay, you ready? I'm only playing it because I would fuck it up and it wouldn't sound right. Okay.
Right. For those of you at home, Bert is topless and he's got his iPhone out and he's about to play. Here you go.
The Jew thing. I do know where the term kike came from, by the way.
Derogatory term for Jewish people? Where's that come
I do know where that came from.
Where?
It is when people used to come over on the, in the ships on Ellis Island. Mm-hmm. A lot of people couldn't write English, so they used to make their mark, and the Jew's mark was a circle. And the circle is called keikel. So that's what they were just shortening it to kike. The guys coming in and say, here's another kike once they've seen the circle.
You know where nigger came from originally? There was some black guy being a nigger. So they called him a nigger.
Jesus.
And he's going for a laugh and shock. And they're friends.
Listen, that whole hard Patrice is laughing.
Yeah. That's because Patrice is a comedian.
Nigger was a feeling. Yeah. He's just like, this Look at him.
Yeah, it wasn't some wordplay. Just blurting out a sound and it came out like that. Just the guy was being such a nigger that it fucking made someone say the word.
Oh, it's
That,
funny.
I remember where I was when I heard that, and I was howling, fucking laughing. And by the way, definitely, I don't have a racist bone in my body. I'm regular like everyone else.
Yep.
But I'm not racist at all.
Sure.
I give two fucks.
Yeah, I don't care.
I give two fucks.
I don't give a
all
shit.
I care. I'm such a narcissist. All I care about is me.
Dude, that's right. That's a good way. That's a perfect way of saying it. Because I'm the same way.
But
I'm from the South, so people think I might be. And this accent, it comes with those tones.
Yeah.
So I have to be extra careful.
how did we get into
really
this? How did we get into this?
I don't know. Oh, we were talking about the improv. My audition at the improv for the last.
Yeah.
Circle of life. We just went full circle there. I went down there. I knew I was going to be the redneck. Right? You know, you're going to have your gay guy, going to have your black guy, going to have your lesbian chick, going to have this. I knew I was going to be the redneck.
Yeah.
And I have a bit about Hickory, where I'm from, North Carolina. I go, I'm from Hickory. And I would say it like that, and I would shake my head like, Hickory, like that. And they played that clip for almost every episode. And coming up next, Jon Hickory. I only said it one time, but people think it's all I talk about. Now
It's so funny. I think of when I introduced you to my wife, I said he's from Hickory.
Right. It's just because they played it over and over and over
They
again.
did, yeah.
Well, and I had to change my act because Hickory used to be a punchline. Now it's no longer a punchline. I go, I'm from, and put my hand behind my ear and let the crowd say it. They go, Hickory. I go, that's right. And then I've had to adapt it, but I knew I was going to be the redneck, which is fine. So I played it up. I didn't really change anything different, but I did put a plaid shirt on, and I didn't change anything. But strategic wise, right? So I knew it was a reality show as well. And do you know who Dante is?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know him personally.
Right. So he was on my season. He was in the top 10. And on that show, you have to say you have to go in a confessional booth and look at the camera. And go, I know I'm funnier than, and challenge someone. Right?
Yeah. That's such a weird thing. Like I think it in my head, but I don't say it out loud.
Right. No, that's 100% right. So in the top 10, I mean, and people. So it was me, Jerry D from Canada, by the way, who's killing it in Canada right now,
murdering it. Like he's
in his 7th season of his own sitcom. In Canada,
he tweeted out, "Hey Calgary, go check out this guy. He's really funny," and all my shows sold out.
He came to see me in Naples.
Really?
Yeah, I was doing that room in Naples,
Captain Brian's.
The hook. Yeah, Captain Brian's, and he has a house in Naples and happened to be visiting and popped in. So it was fun to see him again. But he was on my season. Lavelle, Amy, Ralph Harris. But like all these people in the top 10 were kind of like shunning Dante. Like, these guys hack. We don't like him. He just does these old impressions that have been around since the 80s and blah, 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 blah. And I'm the kind of guy that, I mean, I might judge what you do on stage, but if you're nice to me one-on-one, I'll give you a shot. Like, I'm not an asshole. You know, I'm just like, if you're nice to me, I can be nice to you. We can have a beer.
I don't need to respect what you do on stage. Now, listen, I say that with very bated.
Yes.
It definitely helps.
Yes,
like
totally.
It totally helps. But like,
if I'm going to spend a weekend with you, why be a dick? I'm not going to avoid you.
If I'm spending a weekend with you, I probably won't watch your act because like I want to like you.
I'll go. I didn't see it.
Like there's a guy that I think is really fucking funny.
Yeah.
And I won't say his name, but I've worked with him before. And right now everyone's scrambling that's worked with me. They're like, is it me? No, it's not. but right. I have not watched his act only because I caught a little bit of it and I was like, oh, that's so not who he is.
Right.
I was like, but he's very young in comedy, so he doesn't know what he's doing.
That's fine.
And so I was like, oh, I don't want to, because he's really fucking funny to be around.
Right.
He doesn't understand why he's funny yet.
Okay. Well, that happens.
Yeah.
So that's how I not judged, I guess, Dante. So, like, I was only kind of like talking to him, you know?
Yeah.
And So I told somewhere in the process of being on the top 5 of or top 10 of Last Comic Standing, I told Dante, I go like, I kind of worried about this confessional where we have to challenge someone because, and I kind of fibbed a little bit. I go, dude, I mean, I kill in the South. Like I do Dodge commercials. And by the way, I was on a sitcom for 2 seasons called Rodney. Rodney Carrington is a big.
I want to ask you about Rodney Carrington, but let's put a pin in that.
So I was on that. So I was doing well in the South before Last Comic Standing, as selling tickets and being a headliner. So I told him, I was like, I feel kind of sorry for whoever has to say at some point, I know I'm funnier than Jon Reep because the South won't vote for that guy. They're gonna hate that person. And I was being honest, but I also was like putting that seed in his head.
Yeah.
And then so he went and told everybody's like, dude, I wouldn't say anything. No one person, I forgot who it was though. I coasted to the top 5. No one challenged me. Like I didn't even have to perform.
Are you serious?
Until the top 5. Like the audition
and
you
that's
perform.
Great because you're bringing A material there.
That's right. So I didn't burn any material until I got to the top 5, and I'm like, I got easy. I got these 7 minutes, 5 minutes, 3 minutes, whatever it is.
Yeah.
Ready to roll. And so he put that seed in other people's head. Like, I wouldn't say anything about Jon because, he kills in the South, and and the South votes. They're the ones who elect presidents.
That's legit.
So they're actually
votes.
going to vote. So New York ain't voting. They ain't even watching. So I wouldn't challenge Reep.
Amy Schumer's sitting there going, fuck, that's New York and LA is my act.
Yeah.
It's not like, now obviously she kills everywhere, but.
I tell people this is my little joke now. I say she's winning now. Not only is she beating me now, she's beating anyone who's ever been on the show, including the hosts and the judges. Like she's so
and the
big.
producers.
And the producers, that's right.
And the people that worked at the network.
She's just
she was. I did
hilarious.
I did a reality show with her called Reality Bites Back, and
I remember that.
Yeah, and
that was good.
I was amazed.
Who was the host?
At how savvy.
Was that Ian?
No, it was Michael Ian Black.
Michael Ian Black. Yeah, that's what I meant to say.
She was so good at being on a reality show.
Oh, she's quick-witted.
She was so like
the improv skills are on point.
She was so good at the gameplay.
Oh yeah. She was
so good at making friends and getting in and and by the way,
we talked about alliances on my season. Quietly behind the doors.
She was
one of my favorite moments. I got to tell you this. So we did challenges, right? We didn't have to live in a house my season, thank God. We had our own hotel rooms, but we had to meet up, wherever for a challenge.
Oh yeah, like get on the bus and
medieval times. We're court jesters, and it had whittled down to me and Amy. We're the last 2 left. And I remember this moment. It was such a great moment. Me, it's fucking gladiator kind of shit. Because it is medieval time.
Yeah.
And we're in these stupid outfits. We're not introduced yet. We're behind the curtain. We're about to come out into this huge arena on sand. And we're both like, we're both like in our heads, like, okay, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do this. And she kind of looks over to me and she goes, if you don't vote against me, I won't vote against you. I go, deal. And we fist bumped and we went out. It was a fucking cool moment. So she's been good at that. She's always she's smart.
What was the it was you versus her, and there were people.
We had to come out as court jesters and entertain these people. I mean, you've seen medieval times.
Yeah.
It's a big-ass sandlot.
One of my favorite places in the world, by the way.
Yeah.
I love medieval times.
I need to go back. I miss it.
Oh, I went there for my birthday 2 years in a row.
There's another one. There's another place like it. It's not medieval times. It's something like Pirates, though.
Oh, yeah. I want to go to that one, too.
In Myrtle Beach.
Yeah.
Go to that one. It's great. But... So we had to go out and do.
And you two were the
3
last
minutes.
ones.
It had whittled down to us two. I mean, we were introduced at the same time, and then I did a set on this side, and she did a set on this side. It was like red versus blue. If you like Jon, hold up the red sign. If you like blue, hold up the If you like Amy, hold up the blue sign. So that's what that was, and that was a cool moment where we had right there, like, don't vote for me, I won't vote for you. But that she's very strategic. In that back then.
I will say that she is a lot. I think I've heard her say this on podcasts, so I'm not calling her out on this or anything.
Sure.
But she is a lot more savvy in this business.
Oh, yeah.
I think I got into this to be a stand-up, and just to do stand up. I think she was like, I could definitely do that.
Yeah.
I could also do this.
Yeah.
I could also do a lot of things.
Yeah.
Like I want to write a book. I want to speak for women. I want to get up.
She's meant to be what she is right now because she's always had that level as far as I know. Now I only know it from my season. I didn't know her before that. But.
Well, I'll tell you right now, and I'll say this wholeheartedly. They would have broken me by now. If I was her, they would have broken me.
Oh, yeah.
I would have been
handle
gone.
that.
I can't do it. I think to myself, I said to...
Do you think... Okay, go ahead.
Go ahead. No, say it.
No, is there part of you, because of that you don't always put your foot all the way on the gas? You just kind of go like...
I definitely...
Because I'm that way.
I definitely have a little bit of a like I got offered a theater tour this year.
Yep.
And I was like, nah. I was like, I'm comfortable in the clubs.
Yeah.
Like I didn't like the offer per se, and I talked about this with Barry.
It's a different, whole different vehicle.
It's a different thing, and you're presenting yourself as a different person.
Yeah,
like I like my approachability. I like the fact that I drink with the crowd after the show.
Yeah,
I like that we hang out. I mean, it's what I liked about the road when I was younger, and I didn't stop liking it.
Yeah,
I agree. I think part of me at times I would love to go in and do a theater and then bounce.
Yeah.
I would love to be on private jets.
It's nice to go one in and out, but then again, you're right. There's something cool about like being there from a Thursday to a Sunday, getting to know all the staff, drinking with everybody, and having friends in every city in this country.
It is.
I kind of feel that way.
It's really cool when you go back and you're like, hey man, what's up,
buddy?
Like Dayton's probably the one place where I've made the most friends.
Do you know Jay Schneider?
Jay's working with me in Kansas City.
Shout out Jay Snyder,
dude. I think Jay will admit this.
Yeah,
I was one of the first people to really pull him aside and go, "You're really funny."
Oh, okay,
You're
good.
Really,
I
really
said the
funny.
same thing. I don't know if
I said this a long time ago, but back when
he doesn't know how funny he is.
He has no concept how funny he is.
No,
he's a fucking idiot. That's how little he knows how funny he is.
He's perfect.
He would tell me stories.
Yeah. By the way, look up the Snyder twins. There was two of them, but Jay just went off on his own.
Yeah,
his brother kind of quit.
His brother, by the way.
Both of them are hilarious.
So, like, they both used to... I mean, I got to have Jay on a podcast.
Identical twins.
Identical twins. I've had Jay on a podcast before, but didn't say
much. It's like the opposite of the Sklar brothers.
These guys... One of my favorite Jay Snyder stories is he got arrested one night, and he was going into jail. He had to go into jail like on Sunday.
Yeah.
And so Saturday night, he realizes he's got warrants out for him.
Yeah.
And so he's like, what I'll do is I'll get the tattoo that my brother has on his arm.
Right.
And you know this story?
No, I think I've heard something.
I'll get the tattoo my brother has on his arm, and when I turn myself in, I'll say I'm my brother.
Yeah.
I'm saying I'm not.
They've done that to each other.
Yeah. So he goes to jail, and he's got the tattoo in his arm, and they go, Jay. And they're like, huh? Turns out his brother's in jail, too. His brother was in as Jay Snyder, and he was in it as his brother.
Right.
And
they both sabotage each other.
Yeah, they both sabotage each other. Dude, he is
That's hilarious.
One of the funniest motherfuckers. By the way,
I love his story about
Jay's going to not like this part, but I saw Renda, his ex-wife.
Sure.
She
I think they might be back together now.
Really?
Maybe not. I don't know.
She looks beautiful. I got to say that.
Yeah.
I saw her the other day.
I love her. She made me a steak cake. It was my birthday when I was in Dayton. A while back, I said I'm not.
By the way, I said
don't give me a cake because I'm trying not to eat carbs. So I'm telling everybody right now, if you were thinking about getting me a cake, I'm not eating it.
Yeah.
She made a Salisbury steak cake. It was all steak with peppers that said "Happy Birthday" on it and candles. I love Renda,
dude. Jay, I love them both. Jay, legit is. He's one of the guys, like, you know what? You know, people love Joey Diaz. Yeah. They love Joey because Joey's real.
Genuine
when
human
Joey
being.
doesn't, I think of things Joey says to me and go, if I would have written that down. You just let it skip by.
I bet he forgets I bet he's forgotten 3 specials.
Oh, he said to me one time, we were talking, and I said, and Priscilla, my big dog, came in. And he's like, dog, I don't trust him. I don't trust dogs. I go, really? He goes, you know, Bert Kreischer, when I first moved to this country, I got attacked 6 times my first week. And I was like, what? He goes, I swear to God, I walked past a dog and the dog turned around to come back to bite me.
That's hilarious.
Joey Diaz is the funniest fucking guy. But Jay's got what Joey Diaz has, and that is just authentic, real stories of a very fucked up childhood that turned him into the guy that he's in.
Yeah.
Like when he tells
It's
stories about
authentic
smoking
and likable.
Vicodins, he really smoked Vicodins. Like he really...
One of my favorite stories that Jay has, Jay, you're welcome. One of my favorite stories that Jay has is where he got into a fight in his own apartment or whatever.
I love this
and the guy
story.
the guy that he was gonna, he goes, you find the biggest sumbitch and you just hit him.
Yeah.
So he swung and missed this guy, and that's when that guy knew they were in a fight. Like he was trying to sucker punch him, and he missed.
That's
and
when that guy knew we were in a fight.
And the dude like threw him through a wall, and
Threw him through a wall?
and then Jay and he was on his own house, and then Jay had to get up and unlock the door to let him out.
Because Jay had child locks on the doors, those balls on top of the handles, and the guy couldn't figure out how to do it. And Jay kept trying to help him out, but the guy was just start beating him up again.
Yeah,
he's like, no,
I'm trying to get you out of here. You've already won. Just go home.
He is just
He's great.
One of the funniest.
Yeah, God damn it. I love that guy.
I'm working with him in Kansas City in a couple weeks.
Good.
Yeah, he just makes me giggle. I like being around him, and you know,
Yeah, it's just fucking. I've had him open for me a couple times, and I was like, well, I'm just gonna need a ride here and there, so if you can just drive me from point A to point B, and he'll show up in like a work truck. Like it's not his.
Yeah,
it's like the company's, but it's a gigantic diesel truck. He's like, well, I got to bring her back on Sunday, but we can.
It's the most authentic human
He's
being.
the dude.
He really is.
Yeah.
And I wish that he came out for my birthday. He was doing a contest out here.
Yeah.
My 40th birthday.
He was here?
He was out in L.A. and he goes,
damn it, Jay.
He goes,
Supposed to call me.
hey, can I stay at your house? And I was like, he's the kind of guy that really means, like, he doesn't realize that in L.A. no one really does that.
Right.
Like at our age, we're like, oh, you got a hotel room. But I was like, of course. Right. And I didn't realize it was my birthday.
Well, at this age too.
Yeah, and so he comes out, and I'm having a party. And so he's like, he's got to be at the airport at like 6 a.m.
Yeah.
And we had LA weed out here. Like, and he got so fucking high that he just sat in my backyard like this and never slept and then got to the airport. He's great.
I will also say he's one of the best wingmen I've ever had.
Really?
I'm single. I was married for a minute, but not anymore. So I'm out flirting with this girl, and it's an after party. Everybody's there. There's this one dude that was just kind of kept getting in my way.
Yes.
I said, Jay, I need you to cockblock this dude. And he's like, I got your back. And so he made best friends with this dude. And then, like, I remember at this party turning around, and Jay is holding him, and they're like pretending to do, like love dance to a stupid Michael McDonald song.
Yeah.
And they're singing it together. And he has no intention of being this guy's friend.
Yeah.
He's doing it for me.
Yeah.
And I was just like, that's my hero.
I love the way he says cocaine.
Cocaine?
Cocaine.
What does he say? Cocaine.
Cocaine.
Yeah. He got
Keep her gangster.
He goes,
Cocaine.
keep her gangster. I got them yellow license plates. Because I got 3 DUIs, I just tell people I'm from Alaska. Because that's the color of their license plates.
Oh, okay. Where were we in this story?
Talking about some more.
Where were we? What were we talking about?
I was talking about Last Comic Standing.
Okay, yeah, you and Amy.
Schumer.
Yeah.
Lavelle.
By the way, Jay Snyder is the exact opposite of Amy Schumer.
100%.
He has no planning in this career whatsoever.
It's 100 photo negative.
Just be as funny as I can, have as much fun as I can,
Right.
and hope to God someone witnesses
And
it.
both are very funny.
Both are very funny.
One is-
I would argue Jay is funnier than Amy.
I would not disagree with you.
I think out of respect to Amy,
Yeah.
I think Amy's very funny.
Both are hilarious. One is thought out. One is accidental.
One is accidental and one is prepared.
Right.
Yeah.
Which I would also argue is funnier because it's not thought out. Because it's natural.
It's like Joey.
Real.
It's like Joey. Joey's the funniest dude you've ever seen do stand up ever.
The funniest people I know aren't stand ups.
Yeah.
My buddy John Beaver and my buddy Andrew Killian and Mark Hunt. I just was at a wedding in North Carolina and I just hung out with them just this past weekend. I was nonstop laughing. They're the stars. I'm just sitting there laughing at these dudes.
My buddy Eddie Fernandez is the funniest guy I've ever fucking met.
Yeah.
I wrote a chapter in my book. I'll say this because I thought for a long time about how to say this.
Yeah.
I'll read you what I said about him.
Oh, nice.
And this is exactly
What's his name?
Eddie Fernandez.
Eddie Fernandez. Now, how do you know him? High school?
What the fuck? Oh, chapter number 6. College.
Okay.
When we first met him, he was overweight, and we wanted to call him Fat Eddie.
Okay.
And Eddie did not want that. He had real body issues.
Right.
And he said, no, call me Gay Eddie. And we all laughed, not realizing we'd never call him Gay Eddie in public, because this is back when you didn't want people to think you were gay.
Right.
So no one's ever going to call, hey, Gay Eddie. And they're like, you're gay? And like, no, it's nickname.
Right.
I wrote this.
But he'd rather be gay than fat.
Eddie Fernandez is the funniest man I know. And I know the funniest men in the world. He's not the kind of witty, smarmy, clever funny that puts hipsters over.
Right.
Not the kind of ironic funny that references obscure pop culture figures. He's the kind of funny that makes a group of Navy SEALs spit beer out of their nose.
Yes.
Like, he's that.
I know that guy.
Like, those are our friends we grew up with, and they're fucking legit. Like,
yeah. When I go home to visit my friends, I'm the bystander to 2 or 3 of them.
I don't say a word when I'm around.
And I don't
Eddie.
even want, and I'm not trying to showboat. I wouldn't do that anyway.
Yeah.
But when I go there, I'm just going to sit back and let John Beaver do his thing. Because that dude just takes over.
One of Eddie's fucking big moves that he does is he did this all through. We lived in L.A. together, and he would do this all the time. He'd say to the waiter, he'd go, do me a favor, take over a pitcher of water and 4 cups to that table of ladies. And then the waiter would look, and then he'd go over and he'd say, the gentleman over there would like to buy you guys a drink. And Eddie would raise his hand and go, it's from us. And they go, thank you. And then he'd bring over a pitcher of water and cups and go, stay hydrated. Eddie
It's just a classic, just a solid dude,
just
probably.
Funny fucking guy.
I want to meet Eddie. Is he in L.A.?
Oh, that would be a good TV show.
Where does he live?
If comics introduced each other.
They're funny friends who aren't stand-ups.
Yes.
That's a good... Dude, run us something.
And then, like, I go, today's show is just me and John, and I'm going to hang out with Beaver, and he's going to hang out with Eddie, and the 4 of us are going to Vegas. And you just watch these two tear up a city and make us howl laughing.
That is a great idea.
Segura and Eddie Fernandez for
you do what?
Tom Segura, me and Eddie Fernandez went to a fucking national championship game, and Segura just kept looking at me going, who the fuck is this guy? He used to do this thing that whenever he saw girls, he'd raise his hand in the air and go, hey, Bobby, and he'd trip and fall.
Yeah.
And he did it into these white chairs, and it was fucking, I was howling laughing, and Segura's like,
just random,
but,
off the wall.
But back to what were? Oh, okay. So Last Comic Standing.
Yeah.
You. God damn it. We're weaving a story.
You want to ask me about Rodney Carrington?
Oh,
I remember you asking me. You said, put a
okay.
pin in it.
Well, let's go to Carrington and then let's go back. I want to know what it feels like to win Last Comic Standing.
Okay. And Lavelle will tell you this too. So, and when it came down to me and Lavelle, right now, Lavelle's a very funny guy. Whether you like him or not,
Why? Who doesn't like Lavelle?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I know some people.
Really?
Well, he destroys. That guy
fucking-
murders a room.
He really destroys.
He's a triple threat. He looks funny, he sounds funny, and he's actually fucking
He's
funny.
a triple threat.
Yeah.
He looks funny. He sounds funny.
And he's
it turns
fucking
out
funny.
He's fucking funny.
Like his jokes are, he's got solid stuff.
Yeah.
And when you're a comedian and you think, oh, this guy's just, he's doing these like, he's just doing a cadence.
Yeah.
So he's just getting laughs on that, and you step back and you go like, oh no, this guy's got jokes.
Yeah.
Like there's some shit in there. So he had that big pointy head, these big bug eyes. He was a big dude.
Yeah.
He was and the show was taped here in L.A. So he was destroying in the room. I was doing fine. I was doing good, but I wasn't doing as good as Lavelle in the room.
Yeah.
So everyone thought Lavelle was going to win. Everyone thought that. I thought it. I was like, he's going to win.
Yeah.
And I remember Bill Bellamy opened the card. He goes, and the last comic standing is. He said just like this, Jon Reep. He was disappointed. Bill Bellamy was disappointed. Disappointed, not even shocked. Like Jon Reep. And then I was like, wow, surprised.
White privilege, bitches.
Well, what they didn't know was that the rest of the country, not in the room, was laughing harder, I guess.
Yeah.
And it's Canada, it's Australia, it's the UK. It's not just LA voting.
Yeah.
It's half the hemisphere.
And sometimes a lot of what works on television doesn't work in a room.
Thank you.
I did.
That's 100% true.
I did.
And I think that's what hurt him, because as funny as he is, long form, the short form, because, I think the way he talks hurts him a little bit, because he doesn't, like you said, I don't say didn't, I said did not.
Yeah.
Which you hear that, did not.
I think
Not like,
yeah.
Like, what did he say?
That I think I did a premium blend with Tig Notaro.
Yes! I just did her show.
What show?
One Mississippi. I'm
What's
on it. She has a show on the Amazon Prime network.
Oh, really?
And it's the second season, and I'm on there.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
I'll
I
check
just
that
hung
out
out with her. Yeah.
She's great, but we were both, really just barely above open micers at the
Right.
time.
Yeah.
And she went up first, 1,300 people. And
Where was this?
in UCLA.
Oh, shit.
And she
On
bombed.
campus?
Yeah, on campus.
Oh, yeah.
She bombed.
Yeah.
And I think she knew as much. And then I went on and I fucking destroyed.
Right.
And
It's
then
polar
got
opposites.
off and then watched it on TV, and it was tough to watch my set. And she destroyed on TV.
Yep.
Hers was so much better. And I was like, oh shit. I think I was like, my voice is up like this. I'm like,
Yeah.
you know what I'm talking about?
Because you're trying hard.
Yeah, and now I'm shouting in someone's living room.
Yeah. Right.
And everyone's like, easy, what the fuck? Why are you so excited?
That's
and
true.
Tig is slow and methodical and
Right.
doing jokes. And
Yep.
But
That is something every young comedian should think about. I remember going. Were you around for the Dublin days?
yeah,
Dublin's.
man, for those of you that don't know, Dublin's was.
Yeah.
I got to be real honest. That was like Dane.
Yep. That's Dan Cook's house.
That was Dane. That was like watching Dane make fire every night.
Yeah.
Out of nothing.
Right.
He was so destructive.
He was a rock and roll star who did comedy. That's what it was. And then, it was like a wheelhouse of people. It was him. I'd see Alonzo there a lot.
Alonzo, Gary Goldman would be there.
Gary Goldman. I performed there many times.
I performed there a couple times.
You did.
Yeah.
Jay Davis.
Jay Davis ran the room, right?
He did.
I think Ahmed started the room, right?
But it was honestly, it was kind of a hell gig, but not really, because it was packed all the time on a Tuesday.
On a Tuesday.
And to valet your car was $2. To valet, not street parking.
Yeah.
Valet, $2.
That
This is
room
the
was
best.
insane. It was a bar. It was an Irish bar, and it was the upstairs room, and it would be
Right next to
packed.
the body shop, the strip club.
It would be packed. Probably like I'm going to ballpark it. I don't know. I'm not good with numbers, but like at least 250 people.
Yeah.
every night.
It was a deep
Every
club. Like it would
Tuesday
go
night.
far back, and then get talky in the back.
Yeah,
But
Except
that's
when
why
Dane
Dane
was on.
would kill, because he was high energy, and he would own that room and get everyone's attention and take over. Now, Zach Galifianakis actually came in there and did not do well.
Really?
Because he's like Tig.
Yeah.
He's made for TV in a way. Like it's you have to pay attention. And when you're at Dublin's, an Irish bar, and everyone's hammered, and the room is like deep. They're like, we need you to move around a little
God,
bit.
I remember
and
that.
that's the difference. Well, you were just saying the difference. You and Tig. Tig was probably, and who knows if she did it on purpose. Or if you did it by accident, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
it's just what you know.
I'm
what it is.
nervous,
Yeah.
and right before I go on stage, Barry Katz is like, he wants an earpiece and a mouthpiece, and I was like, what?
Who said this?
Barry Katz.
To you?
He goes, do not perform with a microphone. I go, Barry, I've only been doing stand up for like a year and a half.
He told you not to have a mic?
And I was like, I told him, I want a microphone.
Yeah.
I definitely want a microphone. He goes, then no mic stand. I go, no, I want a microphone and a mic stand. I definitely want a microphone and a mic stand.
Yeah.
I've never not had a microphone and a mic stand.
What are you going to do with your hands?
Yeah. I was like, no, we're getting one. He goes, well, whatever you do, take the mic stand and walk it out of the way. Do not let it stand in the center. And I was like, oh, I don't. Like, you're giving me all this information right when I go on stage. You couldn't have done this like Tuesday.
Right. And by the way, I learned that day one.
Yeah.
Move the mic stand.
So you, when you won, did you?
Oh, okay. So, Bill Bellamy, and the winner is Jon Reep, and everyone was shocked, but it was also a happy moment because there were. I'm downplaying that I did well.
Yeah.
People actually like I won.
Yeah, you won. Obviously, you did well.
Yeah. and I went and I hugged him immediately, but he could tell he was just like, what just happened? Because here's the difference between first place and second place. $250,000. He got zero.
Yeah.
I got the rest. So it was like, what just happened? And I'm just hugging him. I'm like, dude, you're going to kill this. You're fine. Don't worry about this. I was giving him comfort.
Yeah.
He's still a little pissed, I think, like upset, worried about, because he doesn't understand the Tig Notaro effect, what you were just saying. He doesn't understand that even though you might kill in that room, you ain't killing everywhere on TV.
Yeah.
So I don't think he gets it because he's still. I heard him on the radio stations talk about like, I can't believe the Hemi guy beat me. This guy did a commercial. I'm like, dude, I've been doing stand up longer.
Yeah.
So he's still talking a little trash, but I love Lavelle. He's hilarious. Yeah. So and by the way, I've never even said this before. A judge pulled me aside because I was like, it must have been so close. Like, I can't believe I won. Like, how close was it? And this judge goes, by the time America got done voting, it did not matter what the UK did, what Australia did, what Canada did. You already won. I won in a landslide.
Really?
Not even close.
Really?
Yeah. And I've never said that before because I'm not one of these, like,
Yeah.
but I don't know.
So
Bert Kreischer exclusive.
it's Tito's. It's a Tito's exclusive.
That's what it is.
So
Dude, I'm having a blast.
I wish all my podcasts could be like this. Not everyone wants to drink. A lot of people go, I got to be in and out in 45 minutes. And I'm like, I don't think you get the concept of a podcast.
No.
Like, the concept
This is how all of them should
someone's
be.
in a car right now, and I know you. I know who you are.
Yeah.
And you're driving in your car, and you've got 2 hours until you get home.
Right.
And it's 2 a.m, and you're like, just stay with me for 2 more hours, Bert. Don't go anywhere. And I'm like, I'll see as far as we can go.
Well, I'll do it for that guy.
But so
I won that. It was a great feeling. It was weird. It was like out of nowhere. My family was there, and it was a
$250,000. Agent and manager at this time.
Yes,
Okay.
at that point, yes. I had already been on a sitcom.
Oh yeah.
I mean, Rodney Carrington.
We'll get to Rodney Carrington. Don't spoil Rodney Carrington.
Okay, I don't know because it was before Last Comic Stand.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to go like linear, but so when that. Oh, dude, I got to tell you this one. Talk about humility or like narcissism.
Yeah.
So in the top 5 of Last Comic Standing, we had like a week or 2 off. And I went and did a gig in Laughlin, Nevada. Okay. Now, you've been to Laughlin, Nevada?
Yeah.
It's sand people. It's slee stacks. It's horrible. And so I'm walking back to my hotel room. I see a drunk, pregnant lady walking down the hallway with a cigarette. I swear to God. And I'm like, God damn it, she's going to recognize me. I don't want to talk to her.
Because she's drunk, pregnant with a cigarette.
Well, because
that's my fan base.
In my brain, this is the narcissism. I'm on television. I'm a big deal now. I'm on Last Comic Standing. Of course she's going to recognize me.
Yeah.
That's where my head is.
Yeah.
So I'm walking, and I see her coming. I'm like, okay, don't make eye contact. Don't make eye contact. I had my head down, and I made that last-second mistake where you look up for no reason.
Yeah.
And we locked eyes. And she goes, oh, ha, looky here. Well, whew, I guess you didn't win, huh?
Oh,
I'm like, I go, no, it's not over. I'm in the top 5. I mean, I have a chance to win. I need your vote. And she goes, what the hell are you talking about? I'm talking about that jet ski they're raffling off down there in the lobby. You're up here. I guess you didn't win. Like, I felt like this fucking big. I'm like, she's going to think I'm this big star and annoy me.
Yeah.
But she's just like,
I guess you didn't
making
win.
small talk.
No,
and I'm a dickhead.
I need your vote.
Need your vote? For what?
Oh, shut
dude,
the fuck
I felt
up.
that big.
So when after you win, you go backstage. Are people cool to you? Do people?
Oh yeah, I'm likable. People. I mean, everyone liked me. I mean, we all got along, and we did a tour. I mean, we did the top 5 goes and does a tour.
Was it you, Lavelle, Doug Stant?
Nope, it was me, Lavelle, Amy Schumer, Jerry D, and Ralph Harris.
Wow.
Ralph Harris came in 5th. So
Ralph Harris and Doug Benson
came in 6th.
Ralph, because they challenged each other or something?
Yeah.
Because they were going to go after Amy. Ralph was going to go after Amy?
Something like that. I can't really remember that part, but I know there was something there with that. And who else was in that? Yeah, Doug should have. I mean, well, they should have, but who knows? But
What's Ralph Harris doing now? Is he still touring?
He's still, yeah.
He was a storyteller, right?
Yeah, he does an old character, like his old grandpa or something, like an old man type of thing. He's more of honestly, he's more of a one-man show. Yeah. So for him, it was kind of hard.
It was really difficult.
Which is why I came in fifth.
Yeah.
If he had gone long for him, he may have won. But
him and Corey Holcomb's someone that I didn't know was as funny as he is.
Yeah.
Because that show kind of castrates you a tad bit.
It does.
It makes you be someone that makes you fall into form of what they want you to do performance-wise and not what you do.
Yeah, and not just that, but performance-wise, definitely. Yeah.
Like material-wise.
Right. So it's like, okay, so what 5 am I carving out of this 15-minute bit?
Yeah.
Like, how do you whittle it down?
And so you get the $250,000.
Oh, it's great. I won that, and then honestly, a week later, I was in Hawaii getting married. We had been planning this wedding for a year, but to the naked eye, it looked like I won, and then he got a wife. But we had been planning it for a year.
Yeah.
And so a week later, I'm in Hawaii, and I told them, I'm like, listen, I don't think I'm going to win, but if I do, just know that first week of the tour, I won't be on it.
Yeah.
I'm going.
Because the tour started immediately?
Immediately. Oh, yeah, it was like a week later. Whatever it was, it fell into that time frame of our wedding.
Oh, yeah.
I will not be there. And they're like, okay. And then I wasn't. And I was in Hawaii for 2 weeks.
Tour sold mediocrely.
Well, Lavelle was headlining it.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And then Doug took up the, because he came in 6th, so he filled in. And when I came back, then Lavelle had to go back to, and now I'm the headliner.
Wow. So how was that tour? Was it fun?
Yes, mostly.
Were you guys on a tour bus?
Yep. We had a nice tour bus. We went to lots of cities. They treated us really good.
How long was the tour? How long was the tour?
Oh, 2 months, maybe 3. I don't know.
2 months every week.
Like that. Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I mean, that's where I got to know Amy really good. Like I loved Amy Schumer. We were drinking. Me and Jerry D and Amy were just like, that was my drinking buddy.
Yeah.
And Doug Benson, by the way. But there was one moment. I'll tell this little story. Okay. And Ralph, I love you. But Ralph was late to the tour bus every time. Not sometimes. Every time. When I say late, 10 to 15 minutes late.
Yeah.
Okay. And he's 5th. Now, where everyone else is on the bus, ready to roll, but he's waiting for his suit to be pressed or whatever it is. So he comes on, and Jerry D has had enough. He's like, dude, I'm going to say something. Like, this is bullshit, man. We've been waiting every goddamn time for this motherfucker, and I've had enough. I'm going to say something. He's Scottish.
Poor Jerry's from Canada. He doesn't know how black people are.
That might be something. And I said, Jerry, don't do it, dude.
Why are you doing it, Jerry?
Ralph is military. He's ex-military too. And Lavelle's in the building. I said, they're going to pick sides. Don't do this. This is going to be a war. I said, don't say. Just don't do anything. He's no fucking. I'm gonna say something. And so here comes Ralph, and Jerry's like, "Oh, glad you made it, Ralph. Thanks for coming, dude. I guess we can leave now. Start the engine. Ralph's here." Like being sarcastic as fuck, and Ralph calmly, because Jerry has. I love you, Jerry, but Jerry's got that Scottish. He's got that. His face turned red.
Yeah,
he had enough. And he's like a soccer, he's kind of a jock. And so you can tell Jerry's pissed. And, but Ralph, military, knew to stay calm. He goes, Jerry, just do the tour, man. Just do the tour. It's not your place. Just do the tour. But Jerry's like, and that pissed him off even more. And now there's this moment where they're like, I want to say half an inch from each other's faces.
Really?
Yelling and spitting at each other. Like, when you get mad, you just fucking spits flying. Yeah. And they're just going at it. And it was like a movie out of the 1960s where I'm pulling the white guy away. And here comes Lavelle pulling the black guy away.
Oh, shut up.
Yeah. Yeah. And it was a weird moment. But that's the only problem we had.
Really?
But it was over in 5 minutes.
We had a problem at our school today. Well, he's a dad too, but one of the teachers and a dad almost got into a fist fight.
A teacher and a dad.
Yeah. It was
that on World Star?
No. Can I tell you my first instinct was start videotaping?
Well,
I was like, this will really help move tickets in San Francisco. And so
here's new content.
Yeah. And so all I got to do is just turn and go, hey, Cops Comedy Club, June 9th and 10th. So
that's funny.
I do that.
That's actually smart.
I promote
to see random shit and then just turn the camera. By the way, I'll be.
I do it all the time.
That's
I
hilarious.
did the one I did today. I saw Star
smart.
Tours driving down the street. And I pulled him next to him. I go, hey, guys, right here, Bert Kreischer. I've been on TV for 7 years. I'm a famous comedian. And no one spoke English.
I
They just
do it
stared at me.
every time. Every time I see one, I do the same thing.
Yeah.
I go, hey, everybody, it's Jon Reep.
Yeah.
Last comic standing. And they're like, who's that guy?
They don't. Most of the times they don't speak English. I didn't know that. They all have headsets on, so they're hearing a translator.
Right.
But yeah, it's so funny because they got into it, and it was two men. That's the way men talk sometimes.
True.
Heated. What
are the age ranges here?
They're both probably 38.
Okay.
39.
About the same age?
Yeah, 40s.
So it might be an even match. Possibly.
One's bigger than the other, but one's angrier than the other.
Okay. That goes a long way. That's good to know.
And I post up to make sure that if something happens, there's someone that can split
when
the
you
two
say
of them.
post up, what do you mean?
I just stand it like right near the both of them, so that if something happens, I can break it up.
Okay.
I just grab
You make your presence known.
I just stand up going like I'm here
Guys?
in case something happens because I'm a man and I've been around men my whole fucking life and I understand how
everywhere.
this works. Yeah. And they're not in L.A. Sadly they're not. And
point.
There's very few men, but these are two men. These are definite men.
Yeah.
And this fucking I won't say fat, but like this fucking disgusting mom was like, "Hey, way to set an example for the children." And I felt like going, "Hey, this is how men talk when they're angry sometimes. We don't do what you do and just start crying.
Right.
Sometimes we raise our voices and we get in each other's faces.
Let's see what happens."
And that it is ingrained in our DNA, and you can't deny us that. Yeah. Sometimes that's what we have to do. Yeah. And sometimes, and by the way, like my wife's like, "I'm going to fucking write an email." And I was like, "No, you're fucking not." I go, "That's just two men talking.
Yeah.
Leave it.
Yeah.
It's fine."
And by the way, you won't.
Yeah.
In that moment, you say you will.
Yeah.
Because I've been that way too. I'm like, God damn it. And I'm going to write an angry email. And I go like, that's more work for me.
Yeah, I go,
I'm not going to do that.
Why are you getting involved? I go, look, they had a disagreement.
You do it then in the moment.
They walked away.
Right.
And they'll see each other tomorrow and they'll apologize.
Right.
And they'll talk it out. But
yeah.
They both had valid points, and I just kind of was like, and I was like, but it's so funny.
How long did it last? Was it like a 30-second thing?
No. I got to be dead honest with you.
Yeah.
Can I? I mean,
please.
I won't.
No
I won't
names.
say any names.
Okay.
But everyone that goes to our school knows who this is and knows. So I'm not saying any names. I'm not.
Well, they don't listen to this podcast, do they?
I don't think so.
Okay, you're fine.
So it's so funny because all the women. There was a conversation earlier about something earlier.
Yeah.
And all the women noticed it immediately. Like, oh my God.
Oh. ...
And ... are getting into it.
Here we
and
go.
I saw it and I went, oh, fuck. I wish I could be closer to that so I could know what that was about.
Yeah.
Because they seemed to be heated at this event. And I was like, oh. So then they're putting away stuff, and I walk over, and they're talking about that confrontation. And I go, hey, what was that? And I'm with one of the guys, and he goes, ugh. And he just is telling me what the confrontation's about. And we're walking.
Yeah.
We're walking across campus. But he's talking fairly loud. And I see the other dude walking the other way, and I start going,
Oh, that's what started it.
I go, hey, he's coming up on us. He's coming up on us. Yeah.
Lower your voice a little bit. He can hear you.
Mockingbird. and then all of a sudden the other person hears him talking about him, and that's what started it. And I said, it's so funny. No one got how excited I was to go, I knew nothing. And then all of a sudden I'm in the center of it. Like, it was so much fun to be in the gossip. Like, I wanted to know what happened. And then I was like, fuck what happened. I'm in what's happening.
This is what's happening.
Yeah. And so, but they were both, the one guy.
I've not seen a real fight live in a long time. Like, in front of me, where some shit goes down. Now, there have been people being kicked out of clubs,
Yeah.
I've had, but I don't, not a fight. Like, a real fight I've not seen in a long time. Have you ever been knocked out?
Yeah, but not punched, thrown on my head.
Oh shit!
Yeah, I got suplexed.
That's just what?
I got suplexed.
Was it a buddy situation, fucking around, or was it a fight?
No, he was one of my really good friends, and I wrote a song in college, and it wasn't even bad. Like, it was what I did is I'd write songs in my fraternity and sing funny songs.
Okay.
They'd always be the John Cougar Mellencamp songs. Those are the only chord structures I could follow.
Yeah. Well,
And-
to this day, I drink a Jack and Diet Coke, Jack and Diane. I call it a little ditty. I say, I got a date, and I go, give me a little ditty. They know what I want.
Fuck. And so I sang a song. By the way, it wasn't even bad. My roommate, I was worse to my roommate, and I was bad to everyone. But I guess he had issues, and he.
This is a roommate.
No, this is my friend. He was in my fraternity, and it was exams week. It was finals, and he was graduating.
Yeah.
And he just came up, and we were playing pool at our fraternity house, and he was like, I was like, what's up, buddy? And he was like, don't fucking talk to me. I was like, oh, you're not being serious right now.
Right.
And he's like, I fucking told you. I told you not to sing that song. By the way, I didn't say anything bad about his girlfriend at all. Nothing. I said that they had sex, but they've been dating for 4 fucking years.
That she might be in the mix.
Yeah. And so I was like, oh, you're not being serious. And he's like, get the fuck away from me. I go, I can't do that. We're friends. Come on. Let's talk this out. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Sure.
And he's like, no, fuck you. I'll fuck you up. I go, oh, you're going to fuck me up? And then apparently he was
At
like,
some point,
he was
you're like, well, let's go, but bitch.
I was like, I didn't even get in his. I was in his face, but I wasn't like trying to fight him. I was trying to talk it out because we were friends. And then he like, I don't remember because I did get knocked unconscious, but I do remember. I don't remember, to be dead honest with you.
Yeah.
I always envisioned it that I got suplexed.
Yeah.
Because I ended up.
It felt like it.
Waking up with him on top of me, holding my tongue because I'd swallowed my tongue.
Oh shit!
And so I think,
dude.
And then he was. I think
he saved your life.
I don't know.
Well, some people you can choke on your tongue.
There had been a guy that had choked on his tongue at KA a month before and died. I think, or almost died.
Right.
And so everyone that was on the top of everyone's head. So I don't even know if I swallowed my tongue, if he was just holding my tongue because he knew I was out. So like he's just holding my tongue, and I woke up.
Dude, this has to be a bit.
No,
you got to do
I've
this.
never
man.
done this.
This is no. This is your new story. Suplex. Dude's holding your fucking tongue.
Oh, it gets worse.
Okay,
It gets so much worse. So I wake up and I'm like, why you see your hand in my mouth? And I'm like so confused.
Is this guy a dentist now?
No.
Okay.
I think he sells produce. Like legit, but I think that's a family business. It's not like a bad, like,
sure.
I think it's like a legit business.
Okay. So he's in your mouth.
He's in my mouth.
After he suplexed you.
And
You're
then-
knocked out. You woke up with his hand in your mouth. He's holding your tongue. Is he apologizing?
I'm sorry. I wake up and I'm like, what happened? And this sounds so silly, but he like, do you ever see like, he like kind of crawled into the corner of the room. Like he was sitting on the ground and he like pushed back in the corner, like a spider, like just crawled up to the corner. And he was like,
why?
I'm so sorry. I'm sorry.
He thought
he was really upset.
Oh,
he was, I think he was angry. I think
he didn't know his own
that.
power.
I think he did that. By the way, he was a fucking badass.
Was he a
this
big
dude was
dude?
he was a
strong.
thick dude.
Yeah.
He was like probably
solid.
He was like Rogan. Like
Right.
almost identical to Rogan.
Gotcha.
But imagine if Rogan had a much bigger jaw.
Yeah. Oh,
and
shit.
like and was like dark Italian. Like
this sounds like that dude from Batman. What's that evil with the fucking Bane?
yeah.
He's like Bane.
And he was upset, and I was like, "What happened?"
Yeah.
And he's like, "What?" I think someone went and called 911.
Wow.
I don't know how long I was out for. Someone went and called 911, and I woke up and it was just me and him in the room. Everyone had left to go get 911 or call the cops or whatever, and it was just me and him in the room, and he was like really upset. He's like, I'm so sorry. Because I think he went from really angry to realizing, oh, fuck, I could have just killed him.
Killed the guy.
And a friend at that.
Yeah.
And I just got up.
Snapped.
I got up and I was like, I got a test to take. And so I walk off campus.
Yeah.
I get
And
in,
where's my gum?
I get into my sister's car. I had my sister's car at the time,
Yeah.
which is like a blue convertible and like a Mustang.
Sure.
And I drive it on campus, and I realize I don't really know where I am. I'm like, I don't know where I am.
You are that dazed after this?
I'm so confused.
Yeah.
I'm like so confused.
That's a concussion.
Yeah. And so I get on campus, and I'm like, where the fuck am I? And so I pull into this building that I've never been to.
Right.
I pull into it. I get out. I go into the building. I walk into a classroom. I sit down, and they're like, what are you doing? And I was like, and I get up from the classroom, I walk out, I go into the bathroom, I look in the mirror, and I don't recognize myself. I was like, who the fuck? Who am I?
Holy
and I
shit,
and I start like having panic, going, "Who the fuck am I?" So I go down on campus.
You've never talked about this before?
Never talked about this,
dude.
I sit down on campus.
This is big,
and I don't know where I'm going.
Yeah.
I can't collect a thought. Like I can't string a thought together. Like
how long did that last? That confusion.
It lasted for a very long time. I start crying.
Oh wow!
And this girl, this Pi-Fi, came up and sat and said, "Hey, Bert." And thought I was joking, so I was funny. She's like, "What are you doing?" And sat down next to me, and I was like, "I don't know who I am.
I don't know what I'm doing.
I don't know where I'm going. I don't know anything right now.
Wow.
I can't get my thoughts to connect.
Wow.
I could start a thought, but I couldn't follow it.
Sure.
It's,
Well, that's a concussion.
it was definitely a concussion.
How old were you at the time?
20.
God damn.
Had I been to Russia?
You're in
yet?
your 20s.
No.
Oh,
I
by
wasn't
the
even
way-
21. I was.
Two things to tell you that I have before we leave this
Yeah,
conversation.
I was-
Before this podcast ends.
19, 20 years old.
19 or 20.
Yeah.
I went to Russia as well. And I have a Russia story.
Seriously.
And because you killed it with your machine story, I can never tell it.
Wait, what's your Russian
You
story?
killed it so hard, I'm not allowed to talk about it. That's how I feel. I swear to God.
Wait, what's your Russian story?
In 1990, I'm 45 years old.
Okay.
So out of high school at 18 years old, there was this program called People to People.
1990 is right. The wall had fallen.
It was about to fall. It had when I went. It was Gorbachev.
Oh, Russia.
Gorbachev
Okay,
was
yeah.
still
Okay.
the dude.
Yeah.
And there was this program called People to People, founded by Dwight D. Eisenhower. Blah blah blah. It's basically the youth of America goes to other countries to party with the youth of other countries, just to befriend them, and in the hopes of making a friend in another country and not bomb them. It's kind of a peace mission, right?
Yeah.
So
I love this.
I didn't
idea.
even know about this. I didn't know about it, but my brother made straight A's in high school. My brother's smart as shit. He's a civil engineer. Like, he builds buildings and bridges. My brother's the smart one.
Yeah.
And good looking. I hate this motherfucker. I love you, Jason. But he was chosen. They find kids. They go like, this dude's he's gonna be a people to people person. Now when they choose you, you're allowed to bring a friend.
Shut the fuck up.
So my dad goes, "You're taking your brother." So I was by default went to. I didn't want to go.
1990. You were just in college.
Yeah, I was 18. I had just graduated high school.
Oh shit.
I'm 45 years old. In 1990, I was 18, and I was like, "Fuck that! I want to hang out with my friends. I want to go to the beach. I'm not going to Chernobyl. I'm not going to fucking, Russia.
Yeah.
Like, I want to do this." But my dad's like, "No, you're going. So I was there for 3 weeks, and I also got arrested.
Hold on. So wait, tell me
This
story.
is why I can never talk about it.
Tell me the story.
I'm so happy to be doing this with you because I wanted to tell you this for a long time.
Tell me the story.
Because you're so famous for this, your machine story, which, by the way, is goddamn hilarious.
It's so funny you say that because I'm like concerned like that's all like because I go to my shows and I literally from the second I step on stage until I get off they're just yelling the machine.
You have to be
have to tell
topless
it.
all the time.
I have to tell it all.
Not
the
just
time.
that, but also like you have to take your shirt off.
Oh yeah.
Which, by the way, is awesome.
Segura.
I wish I could have done that. That's a smart move. I don't want to wear shirts.
I don't wear shirts sometimes. Someone said to me, "You're really going to take it off your shirt?" I go, "I do it all the time."
Yeah.
I go, "So do you." Segura called me one time. He goes, "Are you taking off your shirt for your next special?" And I go, "I guess so." And he lost it laughing. And he goes, "You'll have to do that for the rest of your life. You'll have to do that for the rest of your life."
Honestly, do the next one with no pants and a shirt.
Yeah.
But not like just like like a box, like a tiny whitey thing.
I've overthought what. Like it's so funny. I took my shirt off for the first time because I didn't want to.
I'm killing the citron, by the way.
Kill it. I don't like thinking about what to wear on stage.
Yeah.
Like when you said I wore flannels, I go, "Oh, that's got to be so warming to know what you have to wear every time." And just have like an outfit you can go to.
Yeah.
Like for me, it was t-shirts for a long time.
Yeah.
But then I started looking so fat in t-shirts, I was like, that doesn't look good.
Yeah.
Now it makes me feel very warm to go, it doesn't matter what shirt I put on.
Right.
Because it's coming off the second I get on stage. and then that's what I wear. I just wear jeans and shoes.
Dude, do you sell? I know you have merchandise, but do you sell a T-shirt? You should sell a T-shirt.
It's very
that
expensive.
is Velcro that just like fucking rips off.
Oh no, the one we want to sell is a picture of my wife and I, a picture of my chest and arms and back, put it on a T-shirt, and just so people can put on a shirt that is me shirtless, but it's really expensive to make.
Yeah, well, those are because they're real images.
Yeah, they're real images. So wait. So you go to Russia in 1990?
I'll fill you in. 1990, people to people, I go to Russia.
What part?
I went to Moscow. I went to the Ukraine.
Yeah.
But when it was the Soviet Union.
Kiev? Or not Kiev?
No, I did not go to Kiev.
Yeah.
By the way, I'll give you all my Russian. Right? Хорошо, привет, как дела? Я не понимаю, пожалуйста. So that's all I know. I think I said hello, thank you, goodbye. What time is it? Or some shit.
All I can say is I work pussy.
Basically, I was the misfit that got allowed to go with these smart people to Russia. Okay? Now, I'm not... My dad begged me go. I didn't want to go.
By the way, I was the misfit that got to go with smart people to Russia, too.
Is that right?
Yeah, because I didn't know how to speak Russian. I just had gotten into class so that I could get a C, and then they're like, if you go, you get a minor. So all these kids were serious about Russian,
right?
And I was like, fuck it, I'm going to party with the mob.
And by the way, for your listeners, I'm going to send you these pictures. I have proof of this. I'm going to send you pictures.
I got pictures. I got pictures of everyone. Everyone in from the whole trip in my fucking whatchamacallit.
All right, good. I'm going to send you 5 pictures. Okay, so now, I think the city we were in when this happened, I forget where it was. Anyway, I'm hanging out. Basically, we had to go do these appearances as Americans. And by the way, back then, they loved anything American. They loved jeans. They loved bubble gum. They loved ink pens that had English writing on it because it was from America. They loved anything American. So my mother worked at a phone company, and she just gave me 100 pens. Like, just give these out as a gift, a small, tiny gift. Just give them an ink pen.
Yeah.
So I meet this dude at this event that we're doing as these Americans, just hanging out, watching their event. I think that we saw a lot of dances. We saw a lot of.
Did you go to the circus where they make the bears walk on tightropes?
I didn't see that one, but very similar. It wasn't a 3-ring circus. It was just 2-ring, but we did do a lot of that shit.
Yeah.
And, I mean, we were all, I can't even remember half the cities we did, but anyway. So now, the misfit and me, I just want to, and by the way, they speak perfect English over there.
Yeah.
These fuckers, we're the idiots. We're the only ones who don't speak any other languages.
Yeah.
They know English. So I'm talking to this Russian kid. I'm like, hey man, teach me some Russian cuss words. Like, how do you say motherfucker?
Yeah.
You know, and we're just bonding, 2 little misfits hanging out, smoking cigarettes. And I go, you're hilarious, man. Let's be pen pals. This was 1990, before the internet. Now, look up. I want you to look up pen pals.
Pen pals.
No one's going to know what that is.
I got a pen pal, I think, from China.
Do you?
I know.
Do you have one?
There was a magazine you could write in and ask for a pen pal in the back of this magazine. And I wrote in and said I wanted a pen pal.
Yeah.
So they wrote a letter to me, and then I just never wrote back. I was like, cool, thank you.
Yeah.
That's what I was looking for.
Well, that's what happens eventually.
Yeah.
You just get like, why am I talking to this? I don't know this dude.
Yeah.
But I'm like, in that moment,
Pen pal.
I'm like, we should stay in touch. You're hilarious. Let's be pen pals.
Yeah.
Now, at this event that we were at, they had this little souvenir that they had made, where it was an American flag mixed in with a fucking Soviet flag. So it was like the red, white, and blue mixed with the sickle and hammer.
Okay.
And there was like an eagle in it and a fucking bear. It's a really cool design.
People don't remember how much we were enemies.
No, right.
Like, we were them and ISIS. Like,
Yeah.
that was us. We hated them.
It was.
You were allowed to hate them out loud.
Yeah.
Like, it was.
I thought I was going to die. I thought they were going to nuke us.
My dad used to say stuff like,
I thought I was going to die of a nuclear war when I was like 16.
yeah. Oh, I definitely thought there was a movie that came out the day after, I think, that was all about, yeah. And
My parents didn't let me watch it.
I never learned how to play soccer because we hated them so much. Like, my dad's like, what are you, a pinko commie? No, you play baseball. You're an American.
That's right.
And I played baseball.
Yeah.
That's
America.
Yeah. So
You're
you're
going to
at
eat this apple pie.
You're at this event.
So, yeah. So, okay. So, in this moment where he's teaching me Russian cuss words and I have this ink pen, I'm like, let's be pen pals. And he has the fucking piece of paper that has the flags mixed together. And I go, cool, I'll just write my address on this. And so I wrote my address down. and I gave him the ink pen as a souvenir.
Yeah.
And he gave me his address. Now, what I didn't know was that this dude was notorious for trading shit illegally on the black market. Bert, this is all true shit. It's why I'm afraid to talk about it, because your story is so fucking good.
Is this guy was notorious for trading shit on the black market. What I didn't know.
I didn't know.
Oh,
You were smoking cigarettes, learning motherfucker.
I one time
I want to be your best friend.
I one time went to Toronto. No, which one's on the West Coast?
West
Or East Coast? East Coast. Is it?
East is Montreal.
Maybe
West
I don't
is
know.
Vancouver. In the middle is Toronto.
I think I went to Toronto.
Okay.
And I had brought $6,000 cash in Canadian cash because I wanted to buy diamond earrings for my wife.
That's awesome.
And I'd always had this merch money, and I'd always keep Canadian merch money. I just keep it and hold on to it. It's not money I miss, and then I always figure one day I'll take my family up, we'll go on vacation to Banff or something.
Yeah.
And so I accrued all this money. I go, fuck it, I'll buy her diamond rings. And so
in Canada,
so I was like,
probably cheaper.
Well, it's 100% cheaper because I don't count that as real money.
Right.
And so
that's right.
So I go to Canada.
They're real diamonds.
I do this show. I have the $6,000 in my pocket, so I don't want to let it go of it. And I get in a car with this guy, and he goes, "Hey, you mind if we give my buddy a ride?" Now, what I didn't know is his buddy was one of the biggest coke dealers in Canada, and happened to have exactly $6,000 worth of coke on him.
Some of the best stories start with what I didn't know.
What I didn't know. That's fucking great. Oh, that's
so. This dude
great.
Apparently was this Russian kid. I'm saying he was 20. I was 18. I don't know. He's in my age group, you know. So these police officers see us. They just see me handing him a pen. They see him handing me a piece of paper. In their brain, we're trading some shit illegally.
And at the time, I happen to have hand cramps, and I'm going 5, 10. I want 25 of them.
Right. And I had this huge box of blue jeans behind me. But so. And by the way, I was like, I was a misfit. I'm not supposed to be there. I'm not hanging out with the nerds that were actually smart. I'm like off by myself, talking to a Russian dude, smoking a cigarette. Yeah. So my group doesn't know that I got detained by this Russian officer who came over. He grabbed both of us, and he took us into the hotel, went back in some fucking office, and I'm sweating bullets. I'm thinking I'm going to fucking, what's that... God damn it, what's that place in Russia?
The Gulag?
No.
Siberia.
I'm thinking I'm going to Siberia. And the Russian officer does not speak English. I don't speak Russian.
And this guy goes, I'll translate, don't worry.
Our interpreter is the guy who fucked me over in this.
Shut up.
This deal. So he grabs us, and there's this moment where we're in this office, and they're yelling at each other in Russian. And I'm like, what the fuck is this?
What are you guys saying?
I'm like, dude, what's going on, man? What's happening? He goes, do not worry about it. This is bullshit. I got this. Do not worry about it. I'm like, what the fuck? And they cuss. Now, the officer, at some point, points to that guy and goes, like, waves him out. Like, get out of here. Leave. Now, here's me and this dude. He doesn't speak English. I don't speak Russian. We're just staring at each other. And he looks at me, and he makes a sign like, do you have an ink pen?
Yeah.
He looks at me and goes like this, like, I will need an ink pen. I go, that's kind of why I'm in here, right? I've got a fucking bag of ink pens because my mother gave them to me to hand out to people as a souvenir. I'm like, yeah, I got
Did you just straight gold? I'm the ink pen guy. That's my thing.
How many do you want?
Jesus did miracles. I give ink pens.
So I'm like, but I thought like maybe it's a trick question.
Yeah.
Was you trying to trap me? Yeah. So I just handed him an ink pen, and he looked at it, and he's like, oh, cool. He's hitting the fucking button. He's like, he's looking at it, reading the fucking, it said Centel. It was a fucking phone company. Nothing exotic.
Yeah.
But it was English. He's like, oh, yeah. And so he starts filling out a form with my ink pen that I just gave him. He's writing out this form, and then he leaves. Now, I'm sitting in this office by myself. My people don't know that I've been detained by this Russian officer.
Straight up locked up abroad shit.
I'm fucking shitting bullets. Then he comes out 2 minutes later, and he had a pendant that was that had wings coming out of it. It was a straight up sickle and hammer, It was like an emblem type,
Yeah.
something you put on a hat or And he goes and he handed it to me, and then he motioned me like out, like go. So he arrested me for trading. Then he traded with me. That's exactly what happened.
Oh, shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
It's like someone finding drugs on you and then lighting the joint with you and
That's
going,
exactly what happened. He goes, you fuckers can't do that. Brings us back to the office, kicks that guy out, takes my pen, and gives me a hammer.
Oh.
And then that's it. So that's my Russia story. But I was there for 3 weeks in 1990. I'm going to send you pictures. I had a fanny pack. I went to Moscow. I saw Lenin's tomb. I was in Red Square.
Tomb. Yeah.
Yep.
Red Square was
saw
great.
all that shit.
I was the most hungover I've ever been in my entire life. That was right after we robbed the train. We went straight to Lenin Square. Mm-hmm. Lenin's tomb, Red Square.
Yeah, it's down. People don't know you have to go walk down.
Yeah, it was.
It's not like a building. You have to walk down steps to get down to the tomb.
I wish I remembered that day.
Yeah.
I literally wish I remembered that day. I was so hungover, and my whole class hated me. They were so mad at me.
Because you're the cool one.
Because I'd robbed them. And then I got away with it, and they were so mad. And I was
There's
like,
also that.
Some of them were cool, but most of them were, most of them were pretty upset.
Remind me of why you were even there.
Study abroad at Florida State.
You chosen?
No, they.
It was a choice you made.
No, I mean, you know what's so funny is my dad really pushed it.
Okay.
Because I took 4 semesters of Russian.
Yeah.
But never learned it because it was all I had to do. They needed kids to make the class happen.
Yeah.
'Cause no one's learning Russian at that time. We'd beat them. Why do we need to learn their language?
Right.
And so, and then my teacher, beautiful woman named Kendra. Shout out to Kendra.
Shout out, Kendra.
Love you, Kendra.
Привет, как дела? Я не понимаю, пожалуйста.
Kendra was teaching. I think she was getting her master's in Old Church Slavonic.
Oh shit!
I just remember that. I remember that she talked about Old Church Slavonic,
Slovakia shit,
and so it's like the origins of the Russian language,
right.
And so she was getting her master's or something.
Yeah.
I say master's in the story because it's quicker, but I think I'm almost certain she was getting her master's.
Okay,
she was in the well advanced program.
Gotcha.
And she was
she hot.
Yeah, really sexy.
How old was she?
A little bit older than me.
Like a year?
By the way, she always. No, I would say
5.
like I was probably maybe she was 25
Yeah.
and I was like 22.
Yeah.
20, 21.
Right.
But she really
That's a lifetime then as a dude
Yeah.
and the chick's older.
Oh yeah.
Because they don't look at younger dudes.
She was so cool and sexy and smart and I was definitely attracted to her. The only reason I sat through the first class was because she was hot and I was like, yeah, I'll definitely sit through a hot teacher. And she always cared about me. She really genuinely cared about me and wanted me to learn the language. Like, always wanted to inspire me to learn the language.
Right.
And I went over to her house one time and studied with her. And she was cool. Like, I remember one time I was like, I had a panic attack randomly. I think I'd done coke that weekend. And it was like a Monday and I had a panic attack, a legit panic attack.
Wow.
And I called her and we had a test and I was like, I'm not coming in today and I'm sorry.
happening.
And she was just like, cool. She's like, don't worry about it. Yeah. But she said to me, when I first took class, listen, I need like 14 kids to teach this class. You're the 14th. And if you stick around, we can teach it and all these kids can take the class, or you can leave and then no one gets to take Russian. And she's like, and I don't get to teach it.
Oh,
so I was like,
yeah, you have to now.
she was like, I you'll do good in the class, trust me.
Yeah.
And I was like, really? She's like, yeah, you'll get a C. Like,
Right.
And I was like, done.
You'll pass.
And so I never really learned it until I went to Russia. And when
Do you know any Russian words now?
Конечно,
What does that mean?
of course.
Do you know what is? I'm gonna throw some at you.
Okay.
Я не понимаю.
I understand what you're saying.
It means I don't understand what you're saying.
Oh, я не понимаю.
понимаю.
Yeah.
Сколько?
Squeka? Oh, that's I like riding
much?
horses.
Oh, I should have just left that there. I remember being in a hotel and seeing all these Russian hookers down at the lobby.
Dude.
And I'm looking up like what do I just want to yell at them. And I look up how much. And it was Squeka. That's how I know that. Because I was like, Squeka!
So fucking hot.
And they know they're fucking hot too. That's a problem.
Dude, the women in Russia
They're so hot.
Like, I can tell when a woman's from Russia in the States. Like when I see a Russian woman,
Yep.
I know she's Russian
Right away.
Dude, I to this day, it's so funny. One of my daughter's aides, I think she's one of my daughter's aides.
Yeah.
She's an aide at our school. I think she helped out with Isla last year, and she's very pretty, but she's real Russian. I made her cry one time. I made her cry because it was a long story. I had an incident. I was doing parking valet, and she double parked, and I was a little aggressive. Very cool chick, though. Okay. She was very good to my daughter
I'm
after I was
surprised
shitting
a
with
Russian
her.
female cries at all.
I made 2 women cry that day.
Well, to make a Russian
Both
girl
of my
cry,
daughters.
That's fucking hardcore.
And so, but Isla always wears my machine shirts are really fucking comfortable.
Yeah.
They're legit comfortable.
Soft tees, man.
Yeah.
That's where it's at.
And it says I am the machine in Russian. And she just one day comes up to me and she goes, I have to ask. Very, very Russian accent. She goes, Isla wears those shirts with your picture. It says, I am car. I am machine. And
Why does she have a shirt that says the car?
And I was like, oh, yeah, that's me. She goes, what does it mean? And I said, when I was a kid, I got involved with the Russian mafia, and we robbed a train. And she was like, wait, when? And I said, like, 1995. She goes, oh, wait, when? Can I hear this? And I was like, yeah, it's online. She watched it.
Google me, bitch.
She watched it and then came back the next day, and she's like, that is so true. That is so true. And I was like, yeah.
What year did you go again?
95. I think
I missed you by 5 years. I was there in 90.
That was by the time I got there, the wall
It had already fallen.
The wall had fallen, and
it was Russia, not Soviet Union.
It was Russia,
I think.
And
if I do it,
the mob ran everything. Yeah. I mean, we paid off the mafia for our trip.
Dude, I saw. Okay, this is great. I love this. In the Red Square. Now we're obviously Americans.
Yeah,
you know, and we're dressed different. We all have the same shirts on.
Dressed
fucking.
Wait, you had to wear the same shirts?
Yeah, it was a fucking group. I had a fanny pack. I'm gonna send you a picture of me with a fanny pack, acid wash jeans, braided belt. Bert, come back. And in Red Square. So anyway, we knew that we were being watched, followed, right? They spied on us. We knew our phone calls were recorded. This is 1990. They still do this shit today. Hello. So we're walking down this square, and some dude must have been like a pickpocket kind of dude, like some guy that was going to rob us, possibly. Yeah. But like out of nowhere, there's like 3 Russian cops. And they don't fucking play.
No.
Like, it's a straight-up sidekick to the face. It wasn't even like a tackle. I need to talk to you first. This dude just got kicked in the face.
This is my fanny pack.
Here you go. Well, there's 2 fanny packs in this picture.
This is me and...
Is this you?
Yeah, it's me.
Look at you,
This is me and and Big Igor on the train.
There's 2 things I like about this picture. You're pushing out the gut. You're being funny. You got the beer. You got the fanny pack. And you got fucking do-rag in the background. I wore a do-rag.
It's me and the mob.
Oh, hell yeah.
Arm wrestling.
That's the mob guy. The do-rag's the mob guy. Is that right?
Yeah.
Have you posted this?
No.
Why wouldn't you?
Because
he's probably dead.
I don't want to fucking...
Don't put his name up there.
There's a picture of the day... this is the second after I robbed the train that is in here. The second, like...
Wow. I'm
this
glad.
is... You ready for this?
Yeah, I want to see this picture.
This is me... This is a picture of me finding out that I'm not going to jail.
You're not going to jail?
Yeah.
Oh, you're so happy. You smoking a cigarette?
Yeah, I was smoking cigarettes back then.
You know who you look like in this picture?
Who?
Do you know... You look like a young Mike Favorman.
Who's Mike Favorman? I know Mike Favorman.
Comedian.
Yeah.
Anyway.
That is me finding out.
But you're also very, like it looks like you're saying, are you shitting me? Like, I'm not going to jail?
I am.
It looks like you're leaning in and saying, are you shitting me?
My buddy DJ took these pictures, and he gave them to me.
That?
It's a Baltica. My buddy DJ took these pictures, and
that's crazy.
And he gave this to me, and this is me, literally, probably seconds after finding out I'm not going to jail.
The machine.
And I took a picture of that, and then I posted it, and I pulled it down immediately. My wife said, "Pull it down."
Yeah.
It
Don't put them out there.
She's like, don't put anyone in the mafia. Don't
if
put
you're
anyone.
telling that story, don't show
just
their
don't show
faces.
it. But what's crazy is the reason that story went viral on Facebook is because those people that in my class posted all the pictures, and so they're all online. You can see them all online.
Right.
But that one is that was
How
my
many
favorite.
people were you with, like your group? Was it
I would say 30.
Yeah. Okay.
I would guess 30.
You guys didn't have to wear the same shirts like us, huh?
No. And what's crazy about that picture I just showed you is I recollect it very different than that moment. I remember wearing something very different.
Yeah.
I remember in my
crazy.
memory I remember what I was wearing distinctly. I was wearing jeans and an Obermeyer pullover shirt, jacket, ski shell.
Wow.
With Merrill boots. And clearly I'm in a white collared shirt.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like,
That's crazy, right?
it's so fucking bizarre the way
I'm going
you're...
to send you this picture of me in Red Square. I have a fanny pack, acid wash jeans,
I want to see it.
and I'm wearing the God. What was this fucking? Do you remember Bugle Boy jeans?
Of course I remember Bugle Boy.
So this T-shirt just says Bugle Boy. It's just a T-shirt.
Oh, which they probably read as like, you must be part of the military. He plays bugle.
Here comes the Bugle Boy. Here he comes.
Okay, let's talk about Rodney Carrington.
Yes.
So Rodney
What do you wanna
Carrington.
know?
All right,
that's one of
we're
his-
2 hours right now.
Yeah. Oh my
So,
God.
yeah. It's flies, dude.
Do you want to cut this up?
No. Post it as, dude. Trust me when I tell you. The people that
have
listen to
this
this
for me?
podcast, I am very tentative to say my fans, but I will say, because we all share fans, we all have the same fans. They
It
jump.
sounds egotistical saying fan. I hate saying I have a fan page on Facebook.
I was you want to hear something crazy? I had a legit fan page that fans made for me for Travel Channel.
Oh, that's good.
And Travel Channel made them pull it down because they were like, we don't control it. And I was like, no, it's called a fan page.
Yeah, they made it.
They made it.
Yeah,
this
you
guy
don't
Rocco, who by the way,
Shout out Rocco.
Shout out to Rocco. I love Rocco.
Great guy.
Yeah. He
likes you.
He made this fucking great
What's
page.
wrong with
Well,
that?
Well, the problem is Rocco knows the problem with Rocco is that he was then bullying people on them because he's
talking shit?
He was posting as Bert the Conqueror to like fans would say stuff and he'd be like, "Fuck you, blocked."
Right. Yeah. Dude, have you ever gotten?
But by the way, that's what made me like Rocco. Is I was like,
yeah, I like Rocco.
someone talking shit about our show. Fuck him, Rocco. Block him. Fucking
Yeah.
light him up.
That's before the middle finger emoji too.
Yeah.
Make sure you have to type that shit out. Like, do you ever get in arguments with your fans?
No.
Have you been baited?
No, never
Okay.
once. So what? The only thing I've ever done, I've never blocked anyone ever.
Yeah.
The only thing I ever did is recently I posted a picture. I was in Hawaii. I posted a picture of my daughter.
Yeah.
One of my best friends made a joke.
Yeah.
He's my best friend. One of my best friends. I know him very well. I know there's no malice in his heart. I know he's not trying to hurt my feeling or my daughter's feelings.
Sure.
I also know that he's a single goofball idiot guy that who makes money and he just fucks around. He
Sounds
just
like
fucks
Jon
around.
Reep.
It sounds a lot like Ari Shaffir.
That's true.
And so he wasn't. He was just being funny. It's Ari being Ari.
It was innocent.
It was. In all honesty, it was.
Yeah.
It wasn't because he knows.
But when you saw it, it wasn't at the time.
I didn't even see it. I don't read comments.
okay.
Leanne saw it, and
Who
Leanne,
did?
my wife.
Oh, yeah.
She got upset.
That's
and
a big one. That's a big one.
she's like, yo,
What the fuck
call
is this?
Ari and tell him to take that comment down. I go, fuck it.
Oh,
I'll
it was
just take-"
Ari.
Yeah, it was actually Ari. Yeah, it was
I thought
actually.
you
it was
using him as an example of this
it was
person.
Actually, Ari. It's definitely Ari.
Shout out Ari.
So I go, no, fuck that. I'm not going to call Ari to tell him to take it down. I'll just take down the picture. And so I take down the picture.
Mm-hmm.
But before I take it down, I look at the comments and I went, oh, like why? Like there are all these people that follow me that obviously look at my pictures.
Yeah.
They said really mean things about my daughter, but they weren't trying to be funny. They were just being mean. So I went through and blocked them all. And I was like, and then I called Ari, and I've known him Ari for a long time. I love him. And I was like, hey man, just please don't do that again. I go, if I post a picture of my daughter, I don't like. Both my daughters are fucked
there's no
up.
need
Like,
to
but
comment.
like I go, just don't, please don't. And Ari's like, I'm sorry, I didn't know that would cause problem. I go, yeah, Georgia's online. She sees that shit.
Yeah.
And if she saw it, it might hurt her feelings. I don't want her.
Right.
Like it's my kid.
That's the part.
But by the way, that's the conversation. Obviously, I'm sharing on this podcast, but it's a conversation I have with my friends.
Yeah.
And Tom and I did that fat shaming thing, and there was definitely a time where we spoke like two really good friends about us hurting each other's feelings, and like at one point, Stanhope didn't know that Tom and I were friends, and he was like, "Dude, what the fuck?" And then
Tom,
Segura.
Yeah.
And then I had to be like, no, he's my good friend. Trust me.
Yeah.
And then Tom's like,
so you guys are fake shit talking.
oh, you didn't hear about that fat shaming?
Not at all.
Shit.
Sorry.
Oh my God.
Dude, I'm not a comedy nerd. Like, I don't do anything.
Oh.
I just I watch 2 shows and I sleep. I'm the nerd of not being a nerd. But I should be. What happened?
We got to a big fat shaming thing, and we both ended up losing.
No, I know about that.
Yeah, we both ended up losing weight.
Well, that was a joke.
Yeah, it was a joke, but some people, like Stanhope, came to him from Bisbee and was like, dude, what the fuck's going on? Are you really in a beef? Like, a bunch of people actually said that. Like, are you guys really fighting? And I was like, no, we're good friends.
It was obvious.
But
to me, it was obvious it was a joke.
But obviously, there was at one point, try the Tito's. Have you tried the Tito's yet?
I'm going to.
Yeah, get in on the Tito's.
I didn't want to invite myself.
No. We got a whole bottle up there.
It is Russia night.
Yeah.
Vodka's our thing.
So at one point,
like vodka.
we had to say, me and Tom had many very serious conversations about that moment.
Soda.
I got soda water inside. You want me to go grab it?
Can you pause this? Because I have to pee so bad.
Yeah, let's pause it.
All right.
Let's pause it.
We'll be right back.
Hold on. Don't forget, we're talking. Who gives a fuck?
No. We're talking fat shaming.
We'll talk fat shaming.
Right.
Ari. Blocking.
I also want to talk. I got one story because I saw you. You had a picture.
Yeah.
Where you're arm wrestling a dude.
Yeah.
One of them, and I've never talked about this on stage, but I want to possibly. So I'm gonna jam this with you.
All right. I'm gonna hit stop, and then we'll start up again when we get back. We're at 2 hours right now.
Jesus Christ! Only 500 feet from you.
Yeah.
Drive, but I'm fine.
All right. You ready?
So close. Yes.
So I'm to wrap
fat
up.
Shaming.
But yes, there were plenty of times where Tom and I got on the phone and talked privately about how we felt and about our weight loss, and we were like trying to make sure that we were okay with what's going on because it got a little out of hand.
I think to me, it was always when I see 2 comedians online going at it, I always think, well, they orchestrated this.
Yeah,
because to me, we're all fraternity brothers. We're always ships passing in the night. We did the exact same thing.
Yeah.
And so I see no hate involved.
Yeah.
Unless you actually.
But there's people that like one of the things that really bothered me about that when one of the things that made me want to start blocking people is that like people were just saying really mean things, and I was like, there's no comedy involved. You're not like I talked to someone about this the other day. I go, you're not my boy. Like we don't like we.
Yeah. You've not earned the right to insult me.
Yeah, like we're not besties.
Right.
Make sure that's good. That's carbonated.
What is this?
It's a Soda Stream. We got.
Did you make it?
No, yeah, I made that carbonated water. It's fucking best. But I was like, you're not my boy. You're not allowed to insult me. Ari can say whatever the fuck he wants to me. He's someone I care about genuinely. I care about him. Mm-hmm. When he was gone in Asia, I thought about him a lot. And when he got home, I was excited to see him. And I was like, and I went to lunch with him, and we talked for like fucking 4 hours. And like that's someone I care about. He can say whatever the fuck he wants to me.
He
said some horrible things on me online, and like he has, but that's.
But you know he's fucking around.
I know he's fucking around, and I know that he cares about me.
Yeah,
and so, but when I don't know
he doesn't mean those horrible things. Yeah, that's what he does.
Yeah, and it's like, dude, there's a short list of guys that can say whatever they want about me, and I know they care about me. Yeah. And then there's a list of guys that I go, man, I don't know you like that.
Right.
You can't but you know it too because you're like. There's guys I came up with that I can say, like, even like Dimitri Martin. I love Dimitri. I want him to. I think he's so talented.
You guys have known each other for a while,
but I don't know him like that. I don't know him the way I know Tom, so I couldn't really fuck with him. I wouldn't make fun of him.
Right.
I'm always going to be respectful of him because I want anyone listening to this to go, maybe I should check him out. Right. Like that's it.
Yeah.
Like I don't know Mike Birbiglia. I'll never shit on Mike Birbiglia.
Right.
I know of him, and we've met a couple times, or maybe once.
Yeah. But we know him.
Yeah, but we know him. Right. Yeah, we don't know him, so I'll never shit on him because I don't know him like that. But
we've not earned that right.
Right.
That's how I look at it.
But like if you're talking about like Theo Vaughn, I'll fuck around with Theo Vaughn all day long.
I love Theo Vaughn.
I'll be legit honest about Amy because I do love her.
Yeah.
I want not, but I'm not. I know that I've spent intimate time with these people, so they know that they know me.
Exactly.
And that's
different when That's different because when a fan gets on your page, or not, I don't want to say fan, but
It says enjoy your dad now because he's fat and he's gonna die.
Right.
You're like, hey man,
Yeah.
my kid,
Fuck you.
I can't control my kid not reading my comments. I try my hardest, but I can't block her from my page. Like,
Yeah, dude, I couldn't imagine with the kid factor. That's going to be a whole nother level. Like even if it's me and I post an unflattering picture, I'm not, I'm not a good looking dude, but like I don't need to hear that.
Yeah.
Like I already know that. So I don't need you to chime in.
The thing with fat shaming is that it's like, yeah, man, I know I'm fat. Like when I was,
Like, I get it.
by the way, I'm still fat. I'm 217 right now.
But if you acknowledge their comment and you're not liking the positive things, then it's rewarding bad behavior. So part of me goes like, don't respond.
No, I don't respond. I just
But
block.
part of me goes like, fuck.
I got to a place where I was like, I very seldomly, and I say seldomly, I want to say never.
Yeah.
But I also have that filter on Twitter, so I wonder if it blocks it for me. I never get bad comments on Twitter. Twitter is very nice, and it's more like a communication with my fans.
Right.
I always say to people on the road, if you want to talk to me, hit me up on Twitter. I actually read all those.
Yeah.
I don't ever read a comment on Instagram.
Right.
Like,
I'm the opposite of you.
really?
I'm on Twitter, but I fucking rarely go there.
Oh.
I'm on Facebook and Instagram mostly.
I don't know how to read comments on Facebook. Like there's like three different Facebooks. There's like Facebook,
Right. Oh, you got your fan page, you got your personal page.
and then I got messages.
Yeah.
And I was
There's
like-
two different messages.
Yeah.
There's one from the personal, one from the fan page.
And I'm like, oh, I didn't know that. I don't get the
No,
one.
I
from
get
the-
it. It's like
hold on
4
one second.
fucking pages.
All I got, I don't have.
There's 4 different apps you got to have.
Yeah, and so the video I just did. See, the thing I like about Instagram.
Yeah.
Is, oh shit.
Just a picture, video. Now they got their little, what do you call that? The story.
Oh, how
They
cool
stole that
is this?
from Snapchat. Are you on Snapchat, Bert?
I don't do Snapchat only because I found everyone boring on there.
Yeah.
I
I feel like if I'm not on something that's out there, then-
Eliza and Jessie May. The only people that I really cared about watching was like Eliza and Jessie May and like a few other people.
Yeah.
But I was like, I just found it very like put out information, not enjoy it.
Right.
Like I really enjoy the Instagram stories. Like I'll tell you right now, this is real talk right now.
Who's this?
Like I look at my Instagram stories and I go, David Spade's fun as fuck. Like I get David
I've
Spade.
not seen that one yet.
David Spade, Dan Bilzerian, Lindsay Pellis, Chris Ty Walker, Brendan Schaub. Ooh, Brendan Schaub's in Australia. Let's see what he's doing. Brisbane, see you tomorrow. Sold out his shows in
Dude,
fucking.
I got to tell you something.
Oh, he's in
You
Tasmania.
got to follow this dude named Zoltan Batharoy. He is a bassist for Five Finger Death Punch.
Really?
Heavy metal
On
band.
Instagram?
He's on Instagram. He's hilarious. And I only know him because we this production company is trying to pair us up to like do a
Zoltan
show.
Bathory?
Yeah. That's him. He's got the fucking
I'm following him right now.
white dude, Serbian, dreadlocks,
Love it.
metal.
Love it.
I want to tell you this story. Anyway, I guess I should probably leave, but oh no, I'm having a blast. You're gonna have to kick me out of here.
No. This is I know when
Sorry.
I know I run into enough people who listen to the podcast on the road, and someone always goes, an hour 30. Someone always says to me every time, an hour 30
Keep
is
it at an hour 30.
An hour 30 is
Yeah,
the
yeah.
threshold where I go, if it's over an hour 30, he had fun. Like I had fun. Like if it's under an hour 30, either they weren't having fun or I wasn't having fun.
I'm about to start a new podcast.
You had one. Didn't you have one with Heffron?
Me and Heffron had one, which was great. But, headliners, ships passing in the night, hard to coordinate. And so we just both got lazy and tired of doing it. And so that it ended. We're still good friends. I love John Heffron. I had my own, and then I just got lazy on my own self. But now I'm doing a new one with Sarah Tiana.
Oh, I love Sarah.
It's going to be on
Tiana.
All Things Comedy Network.
Oh yeah.
It's going to be called Fried with me and Sarah. But I want to tell you real quick before I forget. You had a picture of a guy you were arm wrestling.
Yeah.
And I've never told this story because people won't believe me. but I broke a man's arm wrestling.
By the way,
It's the manliest thing I've ever done in my life.
I explained to someone today.
Yeah.
They were like, "What do you like in a story?" I always get pulled into meetings.
Start off.
and they go, "What do you like in a story?" And I said, "I love you to grab me with the front. I want
Lead
that
with the punchline.
lead
in a story.
Yeah,
Not on stage.
not on stage.
Right now.
Or on stage, no, even on stage. I
Maybe.
do it on stage.
Yeah.
I do it on stage. I like to grab you the second. I want it to sound so ridiculous.
I want you to ask me questions.
I want you
That's
to.
why I go, I broke a man's arm wrestling.
Yeah.
Now you have questions.
Yeah, and but you want the fan to go, like the audience member to go, hold on,
What?
wait, what did
Who?
he just say?
When?
Yeah.
What? How?
So
Right.
You broke a man's arm wrestling. How
did.
old were you?
24.
Okay.
Yep. I was with a group of dudes in college. I went to NC State University,
Wolfpack.
We would go to
Stacy went to
college
Wolfpack.
bars and we weren't the popular dudes, but to get attention would be outside in the little deck area and pretend to arm wrestle and have people around us go, go. Like we'd have fake arm wrestling events to get people to come over and look at what we're doing. And then we'd meet people. It was insane. It was stupid. It was a dumb stunt.
No. It's the best.
Yeah.
Me and Eddie Fernandez and a bunch of other people went to spring break one year, and
I gotta meet this Eddie dude, man.
and brought cameras and light panels in Cancun and just pretended to work for MTV.
That is brilliant. Dude.
And would just go.
And people come up like,
And we had a
I'm on
microphone.
TV?
We had a microphone,
Yep.
and we were like, "This is
Maybe.
1999," and we were like, "Hang on, we're going live to Carson and Ibiza." And they're like, "All right, hold on, Carson. All right, we're live. We're gonna
Did you
take
put
the
your
tops
finger
off."
up to your ear like, hang on, what's he saying? Like you?
Yeah, I'd be like, "Hold on, yep. Go for Bert." Okay.
Okay, we're on.
And then-
5, 4, 3. Okay. Hello, what's your name?
Oh, dude.
Hilarious, dude.
Eddie would come up and he was a producer, and he'd be like, "All right, the ratings are dropping. We need people to like make out to look crazy." And then the girls would be like, "We'll all make out." And Eddie's like, "Okay, you guys, can someone make out with Bert?" And they're like, "I'll make out with Bert." And then it was
genius.
It was genius. Yeah, it was genius.
No,
it was
it's
genius.
genius.
By the way, I have footage from that. Eddie, it backfired on us one night.
Oh, boy.
It went fine. No one got hurt. No one ever got it. But I remember one time
Everybody's
Eddie,
still alive.
Everyone was totally fine. No one got sexually assaulted. It was totally fine.
Right.
If anything, we were all good guys about it. Like no one ever did anything. But one time we're on the street. This is the only video I have left from this, and there's no audio because one of the guys, it was a real camera. He had actual tape. Oh. And he had actual tape, but there's no audio because we weren't really making a TV show. But this guy was like, "Fuck it, I'll put a tape in and I'll film." And Eddie's like, "All right, we're going live to Ibiza. Hold on, can you guys do something crazy?" And these girls standing, one girl does a handstand and they start 69ing each other and pulling their panties to the side, and then throw Eddie in the mix. And Eddie's just going, "Get me the fuck out of here!" It was insane. That was one of the
You
craziest.
have this footage.
I have it.
Somewhere.
I saw it the other day. I look so young. I want to post it just because I look young.
Not only do you have it, you recently watched.
I recently watched it, and I was like, "What?" It says.
Okay, I'm gonna need to see this footage.
It was insane, and I was like, and Eddie just is like going.
You had me at standing 69.
Standing, and by the way, they're fucking dimes.
Of course.
This is before the internet when girls had an outlet to get fame. Yeah. These are girls going, "I want to get famous. How do I do it?"
Yeah.
So
that girl's going wild. That's the whole thing.
So 24 years old.
So we are pretending to arm wrestle. Me and this one guy. His name is Jason Chambers. He's about 6'4", but skinny.
Yeah.
But like fucking lanky. Like could kick you from across the room without even trying. Anyway, he's that guy. All elbows and knees. Hilarious, by the way.
It's one of the things I love about what you do is like, and my wife does it a tad bit too, but anyone who grew up where you guys grew up, you guys have 19 different sayings.
Yeah.
You guys are full of like.
Where are you from?
Of Tampa, but art.
What's the South kind?
No, we didn't get that. It was more Cuban. It was more like I have more. The
Ybor district.
I have more of a Cuban upbringing and like ball breaking. Hey, dickhead. Hey, fuck. Yeah. Like in all honesty, I want to say my style of stand up is based out of Cuban men's storytelling.
Yeah.
Because because when I first went to I went to an all boys Catholic high school, Jesuit. and it was all Cuban dudes who were like confident and ballsy and they had hair on their dick and like not on their dick, but like
like on the shaft.
Yeah, like and they were just like
coming out of the head.
If you sat at a table, you better be able to hold court. Like if you couldn't hold court, you didn't deserve your space at the table.
Sure.
And I remember sitting down like freshman year, and I had played baseball against some of these kids, sitting down and then being like, "What did you do this weekend?" And it was the same pressure I feel today on stage of like, I better kill. Yeah. And I just would tell a story. Right. And I'd tell a story and it was just punching it up, like making it a little bit better. Dude, you should have seen this guy hit this guy. He started in fucking Miami and ended in San Francisco. Like knocked him and everyone was like, oh, like it was about telling a good story. And I learned how to tell stories there. And then in our fraternity, it was the same group of kids, only for the last 6 years, because it was all ATO was all Tampa only is what they called it.
Do you think that's because of where you're from, or because
100%.
of how you are?
100%.
Yeah,
dude. In all honesty, I would walk across campus in high school, and I would get going to lunch, and I would prepare my story in my head.
Yeah,
I would be walking to campus going like,
well, that's because you're a stand-up comedian.
Yeah,
I don't think everybody does that. I don't think.
Oh, for real?
Everyone. I don't know.
I just figured. I was like. You had to have a story about that weekend. If it was Monday,
Monday,
I do
the same thing. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
I do it. We're both stand-ups. I don't think
maybe
the normal
that's what
guy
it is.
does that. Are you also preparing comebacks for the inevitable put down that's going to happen? Like when you're walking to the campus, whatever, and you're telling the story in your head, and Randy chimes in and goes like, "Well, that was gay." And then you have a gay comeback in your head, whatever it is.
You definitely know because you've been living with your dad.
I'm preparing for the comebacks. I was so good when I was much funnier when I was younger. Yeah,
because I really was because I wasn't a self promoter.
Yeah,
like I didn't care about promotion.
Yeah,
I just was in the moment all the time. It's one of the things that sucks about the way this business is run.
This podcast is all in the moment right now.
It's very in the moment. That's why I love about this podcast. And I resented this podcast for a long time because I was like, I got caught up in it, and I got to book guests, and I got to edit it, I got to post it. But now I look at it and I go,
well, you're doing it right. You got your man cave. It's like we're hanging out. We're just hanging out. I'm getting to know you.
Yeah,
and we're recording it. It's amazing.
I was thinking about dropping some money into it and really stepping it up. And what I wanted to do, this is my brainchild. Please, if you're a listener, you're definitely listening. If you're listening right now, I know you're a fan of the podcast.
And also go to jonreep.com and be my friend.
Yeah, please. It's one of the things
J-O and no H.
It's what I love about things is like when one of my favorite things in the world is when my friends go, "Hey, some of your fans came to my show." Yeah. They always go up and they go, "The machine sent me." I love it. It's one it's the greatest compliment I can get. Me
and Heffron had that for a while. It'd be like because we did one together.
Yeah,
and it would be like tell them Reep sent you or tell them Heffron sent you.
I told John the last time I did it with John, I was like, my other thing about this podcast is if I have two people on, the numbers are through the roof. Everyone listens.
What do you mean?
Like if I have two people on,
two guests at the same time. Okay,
it's really because I talk.
Why is that?
Less.
What?
I talk less. It's crazy.
So they don't want you talking.
A lot of times they're like, "Bert, we've heard the machine.
Bert,
I want to hear John's story about Russia." And so, but
I want to tell you this broken arm story though.
Okay, go ahead.
I'm sorry. Did I cut you off?
No. Go ahead. No.
We would fake arm wrestle.
Yeah.
Just to get people to come to our table on a deck at a bar.
This is what you did before you had Twitter personas.
Yes. And that grew. And then one day I had a party at my apartment. And me and Jason Chambers, I said, dude, we should arm wrestle for real. Because I think I could take you. He goes, fuck you. I will kill you. I go, well, let's do it. And I go, 2 out of 3. Deal. So we're doing 2 out of 3, but we also had theme music. I go, all right. So for the first one, you pick whatever song you want.
Yeah.
Second one, I pick what I want. If it goes to 3, then there's no song. He goes, deal. He picks Metallica. Darkness imprisoning me. I'll lose.
Yeah.
Now it's my turn. I pick Olivia Newton-John. fucking Xanadu.
Xanadu. Xanadu.
Now we are here in Xanadu.
Dude, that was one of my favorite movies ever.
Thank you.
Ever.
We're best friends.
Dude, ever.
Because mine too.
Can I tell you when I first got this man cave?
I'm in love with her and that fucking movie.
I pitched it.
The movie sucks, but I love her.
I pitched this to man caves as Manadu.
Manadu!
I wanted to do a TV show called Manadu, where it was where men went. Because Xanadu that's why they called. Dude, I had so much material on Xanadu, you have no idea. Do you know that's why they called Xanax?
No.
Because of Xanadu?
No.
100%
Are you kidding me?
Have you ever taken a Xanax?
I know the drug.
You ever taken one?
I don't know if I have.
I've got a storage thing about.
What does it do?
It makes you feel like you're in Xanadu. Xanadu is a utopic.
Then I want one. Do you have one?
I have tons of them.
By the way, I got another drug for you if you want it.
What?
I don't want my dad to hear this. My dad. Okay, they're old now. Yeah. So I go home. I'm like, what's in this medicine cabinet? I'm like, what is this?
Oh, shut up.
I found a thing called tramadol. Have you heard of that? Exactly.
Hold on.
You haven't?
No.
Yeah.
What is tramadol?
I don't know, but it's great. And I took one. Anyway, I want a Xanax.
You're like, I put on the Yuba ring. It didn't work. Xanadu.
It's a calming thing, right?
It calms you down. I gave one to my dad. The first time I gave one to my dad, I was performing in Miami, and I was driving from Miami to Tampa to hang out with my dad and my mom on Monday, play golf with my dad, and then fly home Monday night. And my parents drove down, and my dad was driving on whatever fucking that road is that rides through.
The Katy Freeway?
Yeah.
No,
And
that's Houston. Never mind.
He was having a panic attack, and I pulled over, and I said, hey, I can't do this for fucking 5 hours. You having a panic attack at night. I go, take a Xanax.
Yeah.
And I said, take half. And he didn't. He took the whole thing.
Bullshit.
And then he took it, and then I go, give me the other half back. He goes, I took the whole thing. And I was like, well, I usually only take a half. And he was like, oh, okay, what's going to happen? I was like, well, you're definitely going to be relaxed. And he, on the fucking freeway, on the interstate in Tampa. No, I was driving.
Okay, thank God.
I was sober. I was driving. On the interstate, he kept saying, is this what...
helicopter behind
He's like, is this what normal people feel like? He kept saying, is this what regular people feel like? Is this what everyone feels like that I... Like, because if you're high-strung, a Xanax... Like, I usually... Right. This is going to sound really horrible. Edit this out if you're anyone that doesn't like hearing honesty. Mm-hmm. So when I do the road, I go pretty hard on the road sometimes. Sure. And then
I'll tell you every drug I've done if you tell me.
I'll tell you every drug I've done.
Okay.
And so I come off the road, and usually on Monday, what I'll do, like Sunday, I fly home Sunday, I drink Sunday, we have friends over Sunday night, and then Monday I'll take a Xanax around like 4 p.m. I'll try to run probably within the day, anywhere 5 to 9 miles.
Physically run?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
I ran 5 right before you got here. I just got on and pounded out 5 real quick. What do you do?
Oh, treadmill.
Right there.
Yeah. Oh, this guy.
Yeah. And so I am really aggressive about working out and punishing myself for partying. Yeah. But then I take a Xanax at 4, and I really enjoy the family, and it dials me in, and then I just fall asleep very naturally. Right. It's not a sleep. Really, it's not really meant for sleep.
It's probably a zen, like a just chill.
And I sleep solid.
All's good.
Yeah, and if I wake up in the middle of the night, I go right back to sleep. No panic attacks about unhealthy lifestyles, and then I wake up and I feel great.
Yep.
And I work out really hard, and then I won't drink Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and then I'll go out on the road Friday morning again.
Damn it, man! I gotta get in this.
I also got given a sleep pill.
Why should I not do it?
Because you can die.
What?
Yeah. That's the bad part.
Oh shit!
Like one of the coolest things. One of the side effects. That's how Geraldo died.
Xanax?
Yeah, I think so.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I to this day I didn't know how he died.
Yeah.
I just assumed it was lots of random shit.
Heath Ledger.
Yep.
Was Xanax and Ambien.
Oh my
God. So sometimes
that's horrible.
Sometimes you'll take an Ambien, and by the way, I'm not a doctor, so don't listen to me. But sometimes you take an Ambien and you'll go to sleep, and you'll wake up the next day. and maybe
You're still groggy.
Yeah, and you'll take a Xanax and you'll fall back asleep and then you stop breathing. I'm not certain that that's how it works.
I have done
also,
Ambien. I've never done Xanax.
I know the other thing is, and this is, I will say this 100% across the board if you're listening, don't ever drink and then take a Xanax. That's how you die.
No shit.
That's how you die. If you,
that's potent.
Because what happens is it hits you all at once and then your heart stops. If you're gonna do it, and I don't suggest doing it at
drinks
all.
all the time.
What?
So what?
Yeah. Well, a lot of people like
It's just easy.
One of my buddies used to drink and they just give me a Xanax. I want to sleep good, and then take a Xanax, and you would be out like a fucking light.
I wouldn't even think twice if you gave me a Xanax and I've been drinking. I'd be like, sure.
No, and so don't ever do that.
But I might die.
Yeah, you probably. I'm not saying I'm not saying across the board, but like that is the way you die. That is the way you can die.
Yeah.
It's like getting airplane lessons. Like that's how you're gonna die. Right. So like that's one of my things. Is like if I take a Xanax, I don't drink. Yeah. I used to drink a lot on Xanax when I was on doing Last Conversation too. I was like partying pretty fucking hard.
I wish we were same season at least because I would have loved to party with you.
Oh, I was a mess.
You and Doug Benson would have had a good time.
Yeah, I see Doug on the road all the time. Yeah. But yeah, so I don't know what we were talking about.
Killing your vodka.
No, go back to the Tito's.
I'm going to tell you the story about breaking a man's arm.
God damn it.
Arm wrestling.
This is what
Not
is it.
on Xanax.
I hope you're drinking listening to this podcast going like, I'm right there with you guys.
Yes. Someone's going like, finish the arm wrestling story. Okay.
I gotta not forget to Google how fat Ant is.
So what had happened was, we said, let's arm wrestle for real. I had a party in my apartment. I go, let's pick songs. He goes Metallica. I go Xanadu. That's how I got on the Xanax. So then, and it was a tie. He beat me the first one on his Metallica song. I beat him on Xanadu's song. Then it was the final round. No music. My ex-girlfriend walks in the room as I'm fucking arm wrestling him. I don't know if that motivated me to do fucking Hulk status, but I did this. Like I fucking, you've seen like over the top.
Over the top?
Yeah. So I just kind of like pulled him in, and all of a sudden you just heard, pop. I'm like, somebody, why did you hit him? Like, so I thought somebody hit him.
You heard like a legit pop.
Snap. He goes, and his arm just went limp. He goes, it's broke, boys. It's broke. And I broke his arm up here, a twist break. Not like it was like a twist. So it's like fragments. And it flew like, I don't know.
My asshole's tingling right now.
He had a cast that went from his shoulder all the way down to his wrist because it was that kind of a break. And that's that story. But here's a nugget in the story. My ex-girlfriend is the sister of a very famous singer. Do you know who Jason Mraz is?
Yeah.
Candace Mraz is who I dated in college, and that was his sister. Before he was famous. I mean, he was a kid. But I broke a man's arm to Jason Mraz's sister. There's something in there. We're working on it. We're workshopping.
I would love to do a storytelling tour.
Yeah.
Where like it stinks what Comedy Central's done with
what?
Nothing.
I didn't watch it.
Talk.
I swear to God, I don't watch.
I haven't watched Comedy Central in a while.
I'm telling you,
my
I should be more of a nerd.
Workaholics was my one thing that I dug.
I love Eric.
Wait, who's Eric?
Eric Griffin.
Oh yeah.
Did you hear that, Eric?
We have another bottle of Tito's up there too.
Boom.
So
I
kill
see all
that.
this whiskey, by the way.
Oh, we got great whiskey
You got
in here.
tons of whiskey. Are you a bourbon guy at all?
I don't know. I know
bourbon,
usually
whiskey, same
Irish
thing.
whiskey.
Oh, are you Irish?
Yeah.
Are you really?
Yeah. What are you?
Well, people think I'm Irish because I got their ginger hair, but I'm not. I'm half English, half German.
Really?
Yeah. But on St. Patrick's Day, I tell everybody, yeah, I'm Irish.
I used to say to my wife, my wife's got that Lowland Scott mentality. That
What's it called?
Lowland Scott, like a hard-working, like...
Oh, shit. I got to put it back on there. I'm sorry.
I put it on just so... because I made that carbonation, so I can't imagine it's going to stick around long.
Handmade, man. Don't you fuck up my carbonation.
But that Lowland Scott mentality is that, like you ever see Monty Python? And they're all just digging holes, and you see the proletariat walk by and go, "What are you doing?" They're like digging holes. I don't even know if that's a bit, but like that's how I remember it.
Yeah.
I don't know. I was never really into What comedy did you like growing up?
Okay. It was okay. So Saturday mornings, Sunday mornings, it was always just cartoons. There was only 3 channels. Okay.
Can you believe
That's
that
how
my
long ago
kids
this
have
was.
no concept of that? My kids don't have a concept of.
You have a choice.
My
of what
kids
to watch.
don't have a concept of television. Like
Right.
Today,
Yeah, the fact that you have a thing
they
like in the living room. Like,
in
why
their
do I
room-
need that?
Their room, they don't have cable, and they just watch TV in their room. And I go,
Probably
wait.
on their phone.
I go, no, it's on their TV, and they just have Netflix, and they have Amazon,
Yeah.
and it's like it's like a smart TV,
Right.
And the other day I walked in, and I go, and I'm like, hey, I'm trying to watch TV. What the fuck happened to our television? And George was like, I bought a movie, and I was like, well, get me on television, and we got into a fight about it. She's like, we're on television. I go, no, this isn't television,
This
baby.
is not. Yeah, this is not the cable.
Yeah,
We have satellite.
we watched.
You're on the. Yeah.
We watched Parenthood. Have you seen Parenthood?
Of course.
I haven't
Steve
seen
Martin.
it. I haven't seen it since I had
Steve
kids.
Martin.
It still holds up. It's the greatest fucking comedy I've ever seen in my life.
I'll put it up there. Anything is Steve Martin and Martin Short, by the way. Martin Short kind of steals it. Wait, is he in that one?
No, that's Father
That's
of the
Father
Bride.
Bride. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
Father
back when
Bride.
you could play a gay character and
Yeah.
no one said
Well,
appropriation.
He could do anything. To me,
Dude,
he could do anything.
one of my favorite movies with Martin Short is him and
Three Amigos.
no. Oh my God, Three Amigos is amazing.
Yes.
Three Amigos is. Wait, he was also in the one with where they put the other guy in a piece of technology that went into his body.
Yes.
What was
like
that called?
inner space.
Inner Space, and he was in one with Danny Glover that was really great, where he was accident prone.
He should be the biggest star of all time. Martin Short should be the biggest star. Him and Dana Carvey, to me, are two of the funniest human beings that I have ever.
Dana Carvey's legit funny,
Dude,
Can I tell you a sleeper on this who I think's really funny?
Let's talk about it, man.
Rob Schneider.
No shit.
Rob Schneider, man. I heard.
I've never
him-
seen him live.
I don't
I've
know.
only heard negative things, by the way.
He's me too, but he's the guy that like.
When I say negative, I don't mean his act. I mean him as a person,
Oh really?
like off stage.
Oh, I
I've
don't
heard
know him
that.
at all. I don't know him at all.
Okay,
but
and I don't either.
And yeah,
Just see
but
what I've heard.
I've heard negative things about his act from clubs, but I heard him on a podcast, and he was one of the most naturally funniest guys. And I went, no, I think you're missing it. I think that he's just been in the system too long. I think if he got out of the system and just did what Rob Schneider wanted to do, like just
Be different.
like I think he would be genius. I really think he would be genius.
So what you heard him on was
I heard him on
different
Mark
than the
Maron.
shit that you've heard.
Dude, it was no act. It was just him being real.
I gotta hear that.
It was so fucking good. And I was like, I think I reached out to his people
Wow.
to say like how funny he was.
Wow.
I'd
love to meet him. I'm afraid to meet him because I've
you know
heard
what?
that
Here,
he's
what
kind of a
happens
dick,
is
but
it's the same thing that happens with us. Is like Rob Schneider got famous for being Rob Schneider, and then it's like all of a sudden
got this. It was here all the fucking time.
you can do it. He got like 9 cash, but you got to remember, think about it this way: Rob Schneider probably came up with all those, and it was him hanging out with Sandler and Spade, and all their friends,
And they all love him.
and they love him, and so he's funny, Like there's no way he's not funny,
Yeah.
But the
He wouldn't
problem
be in
is
that.
sometimes we were saying this. Sometimes your act is different than who you are.
True.
And I think he comes from that generation where your act is an act, and that's how you get paid.
Right.
But just be yourself off stage.
Yeah.
It's like Tosh. Tosh off stage is a little similar to who he is on stage, but he's a different person. He's very sweet.
Very sweet.
Yeah.
Yes.
Very sweet.
People
And
don't know that.
People don't know that. But like, and so I would love to tour with fucking David Spade's funny.
Some
funny.
of the dickiest, is that a word? People on stage are the nicest ones off stage, but everyone knows that.
Dude, Tosh is the fucking sweetest guy in the world. He really is. So is Louis. Louis a sweetheart. Like, yeah, just the nicest.
Bill Burr is a sweetheart.
Bill's the best.
I love Bill Burr.
Dude, you can't. For this day, I'm a ride or die motherfucker with Bill. I'm a ride or
Are
die.
you?
I'm a
You know
ride or
him?
die people with
Your buds?
Oh yeah. Like I love Bill. He's.
We auditioned for the same role on Eastbound and Down. I did the last season of Eastbound and Down.
Yeah.
and we both were for that one character, and we were in the fucking waiting room. I was like, Bill. He's like, Reep.
He's the
I'm like, are they
sweetest guy
looking
in
for
the
redheaded
world.
people?
And
There's a type here.
the thing I wish people knew what we liked about him. You know, like I understand what you like about him, but what we like about him is so much more valuable. You know, like
What I like about it is genuine. Like, the last time I saw him was at the Improv in Hollywood. And he's went on to mega fame, right? And mine was here kind of, I'm like waning. It's in the, but he goes, he looked at me and goes, Jon Reep, get your shot, buddy. He bought me a shot. Remember who I was. There was no error about him.
it's a Bert.
He's like,
that's
let me get
Burrism,
you a
though.
shot. I'm
Bert-
like, I fucking love that guy.
Burr is a big dude about like, if we're a man, we should go have a drink together, and then let's have that moment.
Then we'll talk.
We did a show the other night, and it's for All Things Comedy.
Yeah.
And it was supposed to be, in all honesty, if you want, like, this is me breaking it down in realness for everyone listening. Yeah. I was supposed to headline it. I didn't sell any tickets.
On what? A gig.
It was at the store, main room. I didn't sell any tickets, or I sold very little tickets, whatever it was. Whatever it was, it wasn't sold out.
Sell a fucking ticket in this town.
And
No matter who you are.
Bird just said, put me on the show. We'll sell it out. No, I didn't say that. He didn't say that. They put
He's
Burr
an
on the
admin.
show. They just put Burr on the show, and it sold out within like 5 minutes. So we do the show, and they
Right.
say, we want you to go up first and talk about All Things Comedy, sell it to the buyers or whatever who's there. And I was
He's
like,
on the same network.
yeah. Well, yeah. It's so.
Are you on this one? Oh, I'm sorry. I don't know.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to be on your network soon.
Yeah.
Me and Sarah.
It's a great network. I love All Things
I love
Comedy.
Al Madrigal, by the way.
Dude,
I've known that guy for years.
I love Al.
One of the funniest, naturalist, hilarious, just cool dudes I've ever met in my life.
He's one of the greatest. And so I go, well, I don't want to go up, like say something at the beginning and then get off stage and then go back in due time. I go, I'll just host.
Yeah.
And they're like, okay. So I host. I just bring everyone up. It's fun. I don't mind hosting at all. I give two fucks. Right. And then
Well, I hate it, but the store, I feel like it's not even hosting. I feel like it's like
I give two shits about hosting at the store. I'll host at the store any
the
fucking
store.
day.
It's all fucking gloves off.
I have no ego at the store. I know what I sell on the
You
road.
can't have an ego at the store.
I know what I sell on the road. I'm comfortable with who I am. I just want to work on new shit. I just want to. That's all I use the store for, is to work on new shit and try to figure out stuff that's maybe kind of working.
Yeah.
Like I'm not up there going like.
I should do that.
I understand. I understand why people don't. I understand the mentality of like murder at the store.
Kind of lazy, to be honest with you.
I
I'll
just
come home. I got 3 days off.
yeah.
I'm like, do I want to go up there, park, do 10 minutes,
Dude,
$0, and then have to worry about it's a hassle.
one of my favorite things Adam said to me when I first started working at the
Sam
store
Reep?
is Adam Megat. He goes, one of the favorite things he said is like, I have a lot of comedians. I only have a few spots. And I was like, dude, that's the best thing I could have ever heard. Because I don't want you to think that I'm slacking on comedy.
Right.
Or like I don't care
Right.
when I don't call in for spots. Because I go, I'm a dad.
Yep.
I'm on tour.
Yep.
For the entire year. I don't set up tours the way my friends are doing, where like it's like Spuns will do like a 5-week run of theaters.
Right,
or Joe will do
right.
like an 8-week run of theaters.
We always say we're on tour.
yeah,
but we just have
I'm
a
on
gig
tour,
here and there.
I'm on tour all year round. I got
Right. No,
mortgage.
I do too, but like I'm just saying, like it's not like a mapped out circle.
Yeah, it's not like, but Joe and Tom, once you get to that level, Burr, they do like a legit.
Oh, they
tour.
have an actual.
Yeah, and they
mapped
deserve
out-
to say,
Right.
this is my more or whatever Tom's tour
Whatever
is.
tour it is.
But they have a legit reason to say I'm on tour,
Right.
Because they may even get a tour bus. They're probably flying a certain person out to every city.
Got it.
Me, man, I'm doing the road. That's what I do. Mm-hmm. And so,
Same here, brother.
and so, like, I go, I'm home Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. I got 2 kids. I got obligations here.
Yeah.
I've got meetings all day. I've got a podcast with you tonight.
Right.
Like, I want this to happen.
Same here.
And so, like, I go, yeah, I can't do every night.
Me minus the kids, almost the same.
And so, like, when Adam said that to me, I was like, dude, don't worry. I will
Tommy
not be hammering you.
And Jay will call me and email me.
Yeah.
Are you in town? Do you want to do a spot?
Yeah.
And I'll feel guilty. I go, and I know there are people begging for it.
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't know, maybe. I don't think so.
I feel like that. I feel really
That's
bad
me being
about
lazy
the
a little bit.
improv. Like the improv somewhere I really do love. It was really good to me when I first started. And I just in the saddest way, I need to start branching out. Like I really like the haha. There's a lot of the haha is really great.
Well, there's two, right?
No, there's one.
Well, I think there's two now.
What?
North Hollywood, right?
Really?
Lancashire?
Lancashire, yeah. Where's the other one?
One shut down, another one opened.
No. They shut the old one down. They opened up.
Okay.
Yeah. The haha is fucking
You go to the
awesome.
Ha-Ha?
Shout out to Jack Jr.
Dude, you gotta take
Shout
me
out to Jack Sr.
Hey, take me with you.
Dude.
Let's go to the haha together.
I would do that in a heartbeat. Joey is one that introduced me to Jack.
Who?
Joey Diaz was like, dude, you don't do the haha? Fuck that. Come down to the haha. And I went down to the haha, and they were so cool. And I was like, this is, and by the way, it was like what I liked in a comedy club.
By the way, if you're a decent comic, you're going to be fucking, they're going to like, this guy's amazing.
But it's a little tough of a room.
Yeah.
It's a little tough of a room. Like
it's a small room.
It's smaller, but it's cool. I like the setup.
But if you
but
do
it's not.
well,
It's but
you
like
do well.
The nights I go is like Jack Jr. does his. I want to say it's his. He does like a workout Wednesday, and it's really fun.
Okay.
It's really fun because it makes you work out.
Yeah.
It really is a workout Wednesday.
Yeah.
I got to do that.
You have to connect.
Maybe I'll do that next week.
You can't just do a bit. You kind of have to, and the store's the same way, where you have to connect with the crowd, and we should always connect.
Well, you get
But
into
like,
road.
there
It's
are
like,
some
look,
times
when
where
you
you're
go
like,
on the road,
I need to
we
work
had
out
ice.
5 minutes, and I don't want to have to worry about you fucking yelling at me. Dude, is it? Are we on hour 5?
No, we're almost at 3 hours.
Okay, I told my broken arm story.
Yes.
I told my Russian story.
Yes.
We both speak Russian. We're both hilarious. Yes, до свидания. I think we're good. What else should we do?
I think we did it.
I want to smoke a cigarette, but I don't have any.
I don't have any cigarettes. I do have cigars. But that would be another podcast
That would be
altogether.
a cigar story.
What are your tour dates? Do you know your tour dates? By the way,
Yeah.
I printed this out for me so that I could have it because I get anxiety about
Really?
the road. I get real bad anxiety.
What do you have a rhythm? Like, do you like I need to fly in at this time? I need to make sure. Like, do you? I find that comedians have their little rhythms.
Yeah.
I like to know. Like, do you fly in the day before, day of?
So I always like to fly into the last flight into a city the day before. That was my rhythm.
I'm the same way. I need a travel day. I don't trust planes.
Well, I stopped caring at the beginning of this year. I stopped caring about doing press. I do press if they were my friends.
By the way, congratulations. That means you don't need to.
When
So good for you.
no, not entirely, but
Maybe.
I just was like, I'll do it if they're my friends.
Right.
But I'm not gonna like. It is a genuine. And by the way, hit me up if you're not a waste of time. It's a genuine waste of time for me to fly into Toledo.
Oh yeah.
And do press in Toledo.
Right.
There is no press in Toledo. By the way, we talk so good about Toledo. The one thing that bums me out about not Toledo.
No, Dayton.
Dayton.
Yeah.
One thing that bums me out about Dayton is that
What do you hate about Dayton? Dave Chappelle lives there.
Yeah, but no, you can't move tickets. Like you can't really sell out a weekend there. They're going to paper the room regardless.
There's a lot of improvs and funny bones doing that shit.
And
by the way,
done with those.
I don't think it's just us. I think it's just happening.
No, it's what it is. It's.
I think it's a club thing. Like, we're going to do this.
Hold on.
That's a whole other show,
Hold
by
on
the
one
way.
second. No. Let me just get some ice.
Please.
And let me pour another cocktail. And then
we're getting real?
One more cocktail. One more cocktail.
All right.
All right, I'm going to hit pause.
Paul, we'll be right back.
I'm going
after
to piss
these
and come out with
messages.
another
JonReep.com.
cocktail.
Listening.
All right, we're back, everybody.
We are back.
This is 2 pisses.
This
A
is
second bag of ice. Second bottle
welcome
of Tito's.
to the Jon Reep
Tito's is right over there.
Bert Marathon. I think
This-
we should raise money for something.
Yeah, I would. By the way, I had a buddy Zane Lamprey who did a.
I know him.
Yeah, He's great.
Drinking with Zane.
Yeah.
Oh, that you knew Mark Ryan?
Yeah, I know Mark Ryan. Wait,
We're
yeah.
buds too.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
So, but the thing we were talking about off stage, we were talking, and this is an interesting conversation. There's a very definite, there's a new bottle right there.
Oh, man.
Yeah, we go through bottles of Tito's here.
We're American vodka.
My wife's like said the other day, she goes, I was going through a fifth of vodka in college. I was like, I go through handles. Come on. The fuck? When I was at my worst.
Yeah. In fifth grade, that's a fifth.
When I was in my worst on Bert the Conqueror, we were going through handles a night, me and another dude. Yeah.
Tito's not bad.
Tito's, I love Tito's.
I'm a fan.
I really do. I wish they'd step up to the plate and be like, hey,
You know
we'll
what I don't like
sponsor a
about
tour.
Tito's, by the way? The
What?
only thing I don't like
What?
is the goddamn cap.
Really?
Well, I like the look of it.
I love the cap.
But have you ever tried to drunkenly take this thing off? Like
No, why?
if your hand's a little wet, it's just a grip thing for me. Just a grip thing. It looks great.
I love the
Design-wise, it's
colors
amazing.
of
Yeah.
Tito's.
I'm just saying, maybe I get better hands. Go ahead.
They're
So we're
cool
talking
people.
about-
They're cool people. When I shit on Tito's, they were like, hey, we don't sponsor tours, but if you ever want to do a charity, we'll do that. We'll match
Texas-
your money. And I was like,
Texas-made vodka.
in my head, I was like, I don't want to do charity. I want the money. I'm such a prick. And they were like, well, that's not what we do.
I'll
So.
decide where the charity goes.
The charity's me, motherfucker. Private school next year, son.
Right.
But we were talking about, and this is something that Segura and I would argue about all the time. Do you believe that going into a club like Dayton,
Sure.
which I think notoriously doesn't sell tickets,
The Funny Bone in Dayton.
Funny Bone in Dayton is always packed.
Mm-hmm.
But Doc was the one that told me there's a very big difference between selling out
Yeah.
and
Packing a
having a
house.
pack in a house.
By the way, everyone listening to this podcast, when you follow a comedian and they go, thanks for packing the house, they didn't sell out. They just packed the house. There's a difference.
Wait, I'm gonna.
Do you know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna break this down even more. You ready for this?
Go ahead. Please do.
Dear fans of comedians, this is how you can read into someone's tweets, aka Facebook posts.
Yes. I'm guilty of this as well.
If they say, hey guys, headlining at the Cincinnati Funny Bone, that means they're not a headliner. They're not a headliner.
They rarely headline.
They rarely
It
headline.
might be the first time.
That's the first time they've headlined, and they
Okay.
want you to know that
So
they're
there's
not.
that one.
They're not. They're working with another person.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, put the name in there.
Yeah. If they say,
Right.
if you see them posting the day of the show about a show they have coming up, that means they don't sell
It's
out.
not sold out yet.
They don't sell out.
We need you to come.
I need
Yeah.
tickets sold.
I do that all the time.
By the way, let's break it down even more.
Yeah.
If you
Here
see
we
them
go.
tweeting about the Wilbur the day of the show, that means they don't sell out anywhere.
No. Never.
So just so you know,
Plenty of comedian.
they don't sell out anywhere.
No.
Because if you don't sell out the Wilbur and you do the Wilbur and you're tweeting day of the show the Wilbur, they don't sell out anywhere.
Right.
If they tweet out, hey guys, sold out show,
Boom.
they don't sell out.
That someone hacked their account.
Yeah, that is,
You would never post, hey guys, I have a show tonight if it's sold out.
yeah,
You just go, great time.
yeah.
Not like-
By the way,
You wouldn't say, these are available.
this is the real test of a real comedian
Yeah.
right here. The guys we respect.
Right.
If they tweet out second show added,
Oh, yes. I have sarcastically
that means
done
they
that.
are the fucking shit. That
I've
means
done
they
that
are selling
sarcastically.
tickets and
I've
they
done
don't need you.
Yes.
They don't need
Yes.
to tweet it out. They're just letting you know,
Yeah.
guys, in case you are on here, happen to be on
Just
here.
so you know, I know you were trying to see me, but it was sold out.
Oh.
We added a second show on a Tuesday.
On a Tuesday. Now, let me tell you, I know who guys, those guys, by the way, they're not even tweeting it. It's their social media managers going, second show added in Vancouver.
I have sarcastically added shows,
Dude,
which don't exist.
I didn't sell out. I ended up selling out Hawaii, but I didn't sell it out until the day
Hawaii?
of. Yeah,
Where?
Honolulu.
God damn it!
2 shows, and I was stressed about it on a Wednesday, and I was so self conscious about
gotta
me
get me
tweeting all day Wednesday, going 2 shows tonight, shooting a video, shooting I shoot promo videos,
We're already
to
there.
most stuff. Maybe I wasn't. I don't know, but they sold out. and then I was like, oh,
Steve Byrne does
anyone
that
who
one.
knows what the
Steve Byrne does that one too.
was that?
Steve Byrne.
I think so. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Blue Note.
Yeah,
it was
yeah.
a great
Oh,
show.
okay,
it was a
okay.
great show. It was a great crowd. It was great everything. But like that's when you that's how you break down like comics. That's how you get down to the id of a comic of like
Right.
Doug Benson. Yeah, hey guys, 420 show in San Francisco sells out.
Boom.
Joe Rogan. Hey guys, second show added, third
Throws
show
it
added in
out there.
Vancouver. Tom Segura. Hey guys, hey Portland. I'll be back in a week to fill out the rest of these tickets because I got to go home because it's Mother's Day.
And I know what that is.
Yeah.
and it's real. But I will sarcastically do this.
And yeah,
Well, I'll be in like, I have no business selling out in New York, but I go like Dangerfield's added a third show, 1 a.m. Let's go. Just to fuck around.
it's
But we do that.
it's the math of comedy that we like. Like I used to break it down like dudes who had like tour posters who weren't headliners, doing a tour. But
Right.
then like certain guys started going like, I'm gonna avoid Funny Bones. This comes back to the same thing that we were saying at the
that's
beginning.
right. That's
Is
right.
that like Segura just ditched out on Funny Bones. He's like, fuck it, I don't like Toledo. I'm not working with Toledo.
Okay.
And
Dayton?
and Toledo. He didn't like Toledo
Specifically.
and he was like,
I
fuck.
think that's not even a funny bone. I think that's a fucking. Wait a minute. Is Richard Pryor from there?
I think he is.
Yeah. That's a different room. That's
No,
not
no,
Funny
no.
Bone.
They have a Funny Bone. in
They do?
Toledo,
Okay,
yeah.
okay.
But
But-
like he was like, I don't think you can build fans from Funny Bones. I don't think you build fans. I disagree. I always
disagree.
disagreed. I always felt
Well,
like.
I think that's what I've been doing the last 5 years.
But do you see, like, okay, so this is very inside comedy.
Go ahead.
No one's going to get this except for me and you
Yeah.
and any comic listening.
Can I fart real quick?
Please, I've been ripping him into
Just
this
fart.
leather couch. Do you think that the days of Jay Medicine Hat and John Morgan, like these guys that would do,
Yep.
these guys that were road
Kill.
dogs,
Yeah.
murder,
Yeah.
murder.
Right. But no
John
one knows
Morgan
him.
to this day,
Never been on TV, but they kill.
never. John Morgan is one of
Raging Cajun.
my big white whales. I've heard so much about him.
Never met him?
Never met him.
Raging Cajun.
Never met him.
You'd love him.
See, like it's like guys like
Now,
and I say
Medicine
this.
Hat,
I
don't
say this.
know Medicine Hat.
I never met Medicine Hat.
Yeah.
I never met John Morgan. Guys like Augie Smith. You know Augie?
Yes and no. Wait, do I?
Like he's like I'll put him in that category. Although
Oh,
he would
no, I
hate
do
that.
know him.
He would hate that he's in that
Oh,
category.
no.
But like he's just a road. He's a road guy. He's a guy that murders on the road.
Category. But he murders.
He murders on the road, and he
murders.
does this for a living. It's the guys that Dave Attell respects the most.
Right.
Is the guys that do the road. That's what we
Right.
do.
And by the way, I'm okay with being that dude if I have to be.
Well, hold on.
I mean, because I kind of felt like if I never. By the way, I worked at a fucking before TV. I worked at a Goodyear changing tires,
Dude.
and oil. So if I'm not doing that, I'm doing this, and no one sees me on television. It's a victory in my head.
So let's So you've told two or three things that you've never told any before. There's a lot of things I keep from people. Secret time. I don't tell people that I got Leanne pregnant before we got married. I don't like telling that.
Sure.
I don't say it often. I've said it before. I'm sure. I don't. Maybe you've heard of it first.
In this
time
world,
right now.
no one cares.
But like, I don't. Georgia doesn't know.
Sure,
It's
sure.
just it's one
I
of those
got it.
things
For the kids.
One of those things that people go, "Oh, you didn't love her. You were forced into it." That's not it. I've been married
for the
14
kids.
years. I love her.
Yeah.
But like one of the things I don't like talking about is, when the whole Travel Channel thing ended, I don't know what part I played in it, but I can definitely tell you what part they played in it. And they played the part where they said, your show's not doing well, and we're not going to renew your contract. Now,
Okay.
I might have brought that on
How many seasons?
7 total.
damn.
7 total, but 7 different 2 series.
Dude, by the way,
like
that is a victory. No one, not no one, most people who do what we do don't have 7 seasons of anything under their belt. You've already won. Well, go ahead.
It is, it's so funny. I said that to Ari one time. I said, who wants to have my career? And Ari was like, all of us.
Everybody?
He goes, everyone would like to do 7 seasons of anything. Are you kidding me? And I was like, oh, I never saw it that way. I just figured I took a different path, and I got out of comedy, and and I was always doing it, but I wasn't.
I never
doing
thought
it.
that. I thought you were being funny, dude, on television.
I appreciate it.
That's what that is.
But I don't know where this was going.
You were saying 7 seasons. You were
what were we talking about?
A funny
this?
bone. Oh shit! Let's bring her back. I think a cicada just hit me in the face. Are there cicadas here in Los Angeles? Yeah, where were you? Oh, we were on something there for a minute.
Fucking no.
God damn it.
We're legit drunk now.
We are, and I love it.
I love it more than anything.
I love it.
I remember the first time I ever got drunk, I was with Adam Rieger and Cayman Lazara.
Oh.
And
what'd you do?
And we drank Natty Lights, and Adam's dad owned a lot behind their house.
Natty Light.
And now I look back at that and I go, you had 2 lots? Like, why didn't you build on that? Like, you'd be millionaires. But he had a lot in the back, and we drank with Chris Harrell, and we killed maybe 3 beers each.
Yeah.
But that's
enough.
But then his mom, we went around to the front. His mom went in the back, found the beers, brought them in like a real Perry Mason kind of moment. Brought them into the house, called us into the house, sat us at her kitchen table. By the way, which is a beautiful kitchen now in retrospect. I looked at it in the time and I was like, this is old. Now you look at it and you go,
oh,
this
yeah.
is badass.
That's what you did here.
And she dumped the beers onto the table and goes, explain these. And at that moment, I was supposed to be panicked. I was supposed to be in trouble.
Right.
But I was drunk and I felt perfect.
Didn't care.
I said, I might be into this thing.
This is cool.
Whatever this thing is, this might be my jam. Like, dude, I fucking like this.
That reminds me of a story.
Yeah.
So my dad was a cop.
Really?
For a minute. Well,
For a minute.
he got shot. There's a whole story behind this.
He got shot?
He almost died.
Wait, hold on. Start the story at the beginning.
So, I mean, this is when I was like 5.
Okay.
So I don't know this. He was a cop, and he got shot and was in the hospital for about 4 months. They rewired his intestines. He's got colostomy bag. Got shot in the stomach, in the hand. He almost died. He shouldn't be alive, but he's alive. Anyway, I forgot why I started this story. He's a cop. He's a cop. He's a cop. That's what it was. He's a cop. So my dad would record.
We should do
Ladies and gentlemen.
We should do a weekly podcast where we get this fucked up and call it, I forgot why I started this story.
Why did I
start this story?
That is legit.
Oh,
That's funny.
so your dad gets shot.
My dad almost died. He got shot. And anyway, no. The story was he's a cop. Was a cop, blah, 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 has cop equipment. So he would record. He recorded our phone calls, dude.
What?
My dad recorded our phone calls.
He had cop equipment.
Yeah.
Does not lead me to phone calls. Shut the fuck up.
You could record. He did it. Now, there was a moment in my life, it's still happening, but in this moment, where I was hanging out with the wrong crowd, according to him. But my buddy, Scott, was a big old weed head. Metallica. Back when weed was taboo.
Back when weed was scary.
Yeah, now
that was
like,
a gateway drug back then.
Yeah, now it's like, yeah, sure, pass me the weed. But anyway, so my buddy Scott calls me up one day. I don't know these phone calls are being recorded. And I'm just like talking to my buddy Scott. He's like, hey man, what are you doing, man? Hey, I'm gonna come pick you up in my Fiero, and we're gonna go down to the mall. We're gonna smoke some weed and steal some shit, man.
Oh,
Smoke some weed. I'm like, fuck yeah, let's do it. I don't know my dad's recording this.
Oh,
I'm like, yeah. I'm like, fuck yeah, dude. We go to the mall. Now, I'm standing in the mall where there's this big-ass glass doors. Like, you can see the parking lot. Right next to the game room. It's called Timeout. And I see my dad walking through the parking lot. And my buddy Scott goes, is that your dad, man? I'm like, yeah, it's my dad. He's probably gonna go to Sears, get a tool.
yeah.
You know, he's not here for us. but he walks right towards me. He picks me up by my jacket and holds me up in front of people. My dad's bigger than me. He holds me up and goes, "Are you high, boy? Are you high right now? Are you high, boy?" And he looks at the sky and says, "Get your own fucking ride home. Get your own fucking ride home." I'm taking my son. We went back home. He played that tape in front of me. He played the tape of me going, "We're going to get high. We're going to steal some shit."
Oh, my God.
And all I could do was just pretend that I wanted to be cool. I was like, "Dad, I lied to Scott. I wanted him to like me. I wanted to be cool, Dad. It was a lie." By the way, it kind of was, because we didn't smoke anything.
Yeah.
We were going to.
Yeah.
We never got around
He
to it.
busted you. He busted you before it happened.
Yeah, that's how good the copy was.
Oh, fuck.
Preemptive busting.
All right. I think the only fitting way to end this,
dude, I know. We're
this
gonna end this.
epic podcast that we've put on is Rodney Carrington.
Go. Ask me anything you want to know.
I find him fascinating because my wife is a redneck.
Do you think most people know who that is? Listening
no.
to us?
No, I don't.
Okay,
I do not.
That's a valid question.
I'm going to build to it.
Yeah, go.
So my wife was a redneck, a legit redneck.
She's in rehab.
We had a dinner party one night where they had never heard that the N-word had been used as a verb, as attached to another verb. Yeah, and so
that's hilarious.
And my wife's like, no. Growing up, we used to call this, and this, and this, and everyone was like, "What the fuck?"
Well, there's another jerry rigging. There's that one.
So I used to tell. I'll tell you the story real quick. But so the reason this came up is I was in an elevator with my daughters. I was getting ready to take them to preschool, and our maintenance man was black. He had written a letter in the elevator. Oh. The elevator. It doesn't matter what the letter says because as he walks in, I'm reading the letter. I'm reading it, and he just cuts me off. He goes, "Oh, so you know, some kids in the neighborhood, they's been getting a little ding dong and ditch." I was like, "What?
Ding dong ditch?"
I go, "Yeah." I go, "What's that?" And he goes, "Oh shit, you never did. Okay. You never did ding dong and ditch when you was a kid." And I was like,
"We
"No."
got ring and run.
He goes, "No, will you knock on a motherfucker's door and run away?" I goes, "Yeah, we had that."
Yeah.
He goes, "What'd you call it?" And I was like, "Nothing." And he laughed hysterically. He goes, "I talked to your wife tonight. I know what you called it, motherfucker."
That's hilarious.
And then I said, "What did you call it when you fixed your car with a coat hanger and a piece of tape?" And he was like, "I called it
jerry rigging."
He goes, "I called it fixing the motherfucker." I was like, "Oh yeah, that makes sense." But
Yes.
the reason
I know what you're saying.
The reason they called it jerry rigging was because the Germans, when they were losing the war, were fixing everything with whatever they could.
Yeah.
And that's why Jerry's were
who's
Germans. Germans. They called Germans Jerry's.
German rigging.
Jerry rigging.
Jerry rigging.
Yeah.
No
and
shit.
That's where they came from. And so
I learned something.
Yeah, we did. My grandmother, my nana
I didn't know that.
had a German Shepherd called Jerry. They called it Jerry because my grandfather was in
like,
the war.
Why is Jerry getting all this credit?
Yeah. What was I talking about?
You were talking
about Rodney Carrington.
Rodney Carrington.
So my wife is into the blue collar comedy tour.
Sure.
We go see it.
That's not even Rodney though.
We go see it.
Okay.
I'm very stuck up at the time. I told this to Ron Ron White.
Okay. Now I have to tell you my Ron White story when we're done.
Okay, and I told it to
Ron White.
Told it to Larry.
I know him too.
I told it to both of them.
Love him.
I was very stuck up.
The only two I know is Ron and Larry. I've not met the other two.
I don't think we ever will. They're like the Michael Eisners
Mount
of
Rushmore.
redneck.
They're already fucking up there. They're done.
And so my wife's like, "We're gonna go see this," and I was like, "I'm a stand-up comic. I'm not going to see this.
I'm not gonna.
I have no interest in watching Jeff Foxworthy, Jeff Engvall.
like,
I don't know the other two guys.
Right.
I'm not watching this.
I'll be in the back.
We go to the ArcLight. We are the only two people in the theater.
Jesus Christ.
And I fucking fall apart laughing. And I
At who?
At all of them.
All of them?
At all of them.
No shit.
Mostly Ron White. Larry hit me Larry hit me in a way that like Hedberg hits you. That sounds silly to say, but like set a punch.
Well, that's all.
Real quick.
Yeah, he's decent.
real smart.
Yeah. Well,
Foxworthy, I started going, I forgot he was a great comic.
Yeah.
Engvall was a sleeper on me because I didn't realize how talented he was until I was older and I started writing his exact same jokes.
To this day, I don't know if I like Engvall.
I dig him.
I should see him.
I dig him.
Because everyone I know, you just now said it.
Yeah.
Everyone, a comic guy's like, oh, he's great.
Oh, every joke.
But what I've seen, I go like,
every joke he's written, I've written and gone, that's a Bill Engvall joke.
Yeah.
So,
but somehow, I don't know. Somehow, when I see it on the television, I go like, I don't know.
So it redirected the way I looked at comedy because I was like, don't be elitist about it. Just because you started in New York doesn't mean you're the funniest guy in the world. Very shortly thereafter, I met Tommy Johnigan, who was brilliant.
The dude opened for me in Wisconsin.
So he's hard to follow.
The same shirt on.
Same
shirt. There's a picture of me and Tommy Johnigan at Apple. God damn it! What's this club? Apple something.
Appleton, Wisconsin.
Appleton, Wisconsin.
Yeah. I've never been there.
Oh. But we're in the green room with almost the exact same shirt.
He's the first guy I worked with where I was like, I may not be able to follow him.
You can follow him. He's great.
Yeah, he's great.
But your energy.
Yeah, he's just a lot. Like I like his comedy better than I like mine.
That is, I'm the same way.
Oh yeah.
I don't like people like me. I mean, I don't hate them.
I know what you're saying.
I find that I enjoy.
I don't watch
other people
that do
who are
what
not
I do.
like what I do.
Yeah,
right.
Like,
so I just sit back and like, well, I can't do that, so I like that.
Yeah.
If someone like me, like, well, I know it is. I know what those tricks.
I got
are.
those tricks.
I can do that. Yeah. So it's different.
So
like
back to
that.
Rodney Carrington.
Rodney Carrington.
So I hear
Rodney
this thing
Carrington.
about Rodney Carrington, and I go, I'm not going to be elitist about this guy. I'm going to watch him. I'm going to see what I think.
Is this a sitcom?
No, it's not. Although I did watch a sitcom.
What are you talking about?
I'm talking about stand up.
Where?
I watch a video, and it is.
Oh, it's just on TV.
It is. No, it is not on TV.
No. On your computer.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it is the thing that made me think, I wish I had been him. It's the "Show Me Your Tits" song.
Show them to me.
It is fucking.
By the way, when he
brilliant.
does that song, there's tits every day. He's so smart.
It's so
you
smart.
Were a song.
It's so smart.
Joke about "Show Me Your Tits," and they show their tits.
It is
every time.
So fucking smart. I fucking lost my shit. Like it just
He's brilliant.
At the wrinkle in the system that he worked his way through.
Yeah.
It's like if you played a song called "Prove to Me You Can Suck My Dick Better Than Your Friend." It's the
lick on my balls.
It was so fucking great that I was like obsessed with him. Like I couldn't. Like
when did you see this? When was this?
This was
in
a
your
while.
life?
This is a while ago. This is probably when you were doing a sitcom.
Yeah. Here's that backstory.
Yeah.
So he came into Good Nights while I was like the host MC guy.
Yeah.
And he wasn't famous yet, but he was kind of getting there. So he was recording an audio album.
Does he make a lot of money right now?
Yeah, dude.
Really?
This dude, I wish I was as smart as him. I think he has 3 or 4 houses at least. Tulsa. Okay. Oh, fuck, dude. Okay, so...
Legit redneck, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, I mean...
He's
he's
more like us.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But happens to be from Tulsa. And also happens to be a good guitar player.
Yeah.
And likes country music.
Yeah.
I don't know what that is, but that's what he is.
But it's just different shades of South.
If he was sitting right here right now, it would be all equal as shit, but you would be laughing at him when he chimed in.
Is he just a funny guy to be around?
Yeah, dude.
I love that. I love that more than your act, I think, sometimes.
I do too. And I didn't really... Here's the crazy thing. I worked with him before being on a sitcom. And as a feature act. In Good Nights. Fast forward 5, 7 years, whatever it was. I'm in LA. I'm auditioning for his sitcom. I'm auditioning for a part. And I go in and he's sitting there. He's with the casting people. He goes, I remember you. You're the Hickory Dance Machine. The dance machine. I used to make fun of dancing by dancing.
Yeah.
So I would come out and I'd do this. People do the sprinkler. I do this one that goes up and down. You know, no, I don't have that. That's rich people. That's golf course shit. I had this like jump through me. So I would make fun of dancing by dancing, and he remembered that.
Really?
Which is insane, because I faked called myself Hickory Dance Machine as an MC.
Yeah.
Before I'm just.
He goes, he goes,
Hickory Dance Machine. I go, hey, can I get a part of the show? But he liked me, and it was 2 amazing years being on that show with Rodney Carrington.
What network?
ABC. It was on ABC, but it came right after According to Jim Belushi's show.
Yeah.
And the mark of a good sitcom is if you can keep the audience from changing the channel.
The mark of a good TV show.
Yes. It was 99%. We kept the audience, but not enough. I mean, I think it got canceled because we had good episodes, bad episodes. I mean, it wasn't for everybody.
Well, no, I think there's an elite. I think right now what is changing in this business is there's an elitism to what they believed entertainment was and to what it is today. One of my favorite shows ever is a show called Desus and Mero, and no one listening right now knows that Desus and Mero. If no one would have ever programmed this show 10 years ago,
okay,
it's 2 black dudes just being themselves.
Oh, on the Vice.
Viceland.
Yeah,
it's
Viceland.
So fucking good, dude. It is,
dude.
So
I gotta check it out.
Good.
I've not seen it yet, but I know of it.
It's like now I'm a little privy to it. So
why do you like it?
Well, number one, I like authentic voices.
Yeah,
I love authentic voices.
Okay,
I'm not.
Well, that's why you like Rodney.
Yeah. I like an authentic voice.
Yeah.
And they're 2 dudes who don't change anything. They don't pander to the way they
It's
interact.
just them responding to whatever.
Them being them.
Right,
like
right,
they
right,
go.
Right.
Like they. I feel
like we could do
By the way, I've imitated a lot of them. Like I always say, shout out to things.
Yeah.
That's what they do. I think a lot of people do shout out to things, but like everyone says shout out, but it's one of the things in their shows, and then like shout out to the invented Puerto Rican guy on portrait mode. Like they're very funny. Very I really respect them.
Good.
But it's one of the cool things I like about entertainment now is that it's giving voices to people that predominantly people didn't give voices to. And I don't want to sound like some liberal from Evergreen of like white people shouldn't speak. I'm going to speak too. I'm going to speak also. I want them to hear me speak, and I want to speak to them. Yeah, I'm still fucking here. I'm not an asshole.
Right.
Like I'm just a regular
I've never
fucking
been
dude.
A dick.
Yeah.
Thank you.
But I also want to hear their voices too.
Yeah. And I always have.
Yeah, I don't want to
Can I tell you something, man? Okay. This might not ever air. Okay. I have a joke about this where I said I took that 23andMe DNA test. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
It turns out it came back in a pie chart. It was just 3 colors, red, white, and blue. I'm a fucking American. Is there anything wrong with that? I don't even know. I didn't know where I was from until when I moved here in 2000 and I saw my red hair, a guy said, well, what's your heritage? And ignorantly, I said, I'm from North Carolina. He goes, no, but where you from? I go, North Carolina,
dude.
So I didn't know that I had. I didn't know that I had to know that shit.
You realize that all Asians deal with that every fucking day.
Of course. Well,
that's so
many.
Do you tell it on stage?
No.
You should start telling that on stage.
The only thing I've ever said on stage is the 23andMe joke where it came back in a pie chart, 3 colors, red, white, and blue. I'm fucking American.
No, but
sorry, I don't know where I'm from. I don't know where I'm from.
The thing that's connected with that is like, I remember one time I said to a Indian guy, I was like, "Oh, what tribe are you from?" And he said, and he goes,
said tribe,
and he goes, I don't know.
Tribe.
And I was like, how do you not know? And he goes, I don't know, man. I'm just a regular dude. And I was like, oh, if I was Indian, I'd definitely know that. And he said to me from stage at the Brea Improv, he goes, so you're telling me that if you were Indian, you'd be more interested in yourself than you already are? And I was like, what?
Huh?
And he goes, you don't know where you're from in Ireland, but you'd want to know where you're from in
That's my point.
As an Indian. And I was like, oh yeah,
Yeah,
I was like, yeah, I don't think. I guess I'd be just as disinterested in myself
Right.
as I normally am.
My life is already this.
Yeah,
You're asking me some shit that went down
it's such a
50, 100 years ago? I don't know.
It's a connective tissue people try to find. Is like, where in Asia are you from? My favorite thing ever is when you see black dudes who aren't aware of what they're saying. They go, no, I mean this shit, and they point to their eyes like, I mean where are you from in India? Like in Asia? What kind of this shit are you? And
you
it's just
Indian?
totally insensitive, and
the
you're
worst one
like,
is,
but no one calls you bullshit on it because they're like, well, it's fine. It's like I don't know. I'm not going to get into it.
There's a thing where if one is making fun of the other, then the bigger one cannot say anything.
It's fucking
Dot or feather. I love that one.
yeah.
Indian, dot or feather.
You're like, I would never say. Whatever. We're not going to get into that shit. Rodney Carrington.
I love Rodney Carrington.
So,
What do you want to know? I'll tell you anything about Rodney Carrington.
I'm fascinated by him. Where does he live?
Tulsa,
Oklahoma.
Uh-huh.
And married,
divorced,
kids,
2 or 3.
That's
sons.
That's the plight of the regular millionaire road comic.
Right. Oh no, this dude. I don't know. I don't know anyone else like him who has that career. Because
Jeff Dunham.
Well,
Jeff Dunham, Rodney Carrington.
But if I went outside and said Jeff Dunham, people go like, "Oh yeah."
Oh, no one knows Rodney Carrington.
Not no one.
Not no one, but no one here in L.A.
Right.
Well, some people in L.A., but he's like I always say to people, like, I go, I'm like, I have a couple jokes sometimes that I won't share on stage that I'll share if they're cool.
Yeah.
But if they're not, I won't. And I go, I'm smarter than you guys are. Like when it comes to comedy, I know what you like more than you know what you like. Trust me. And one of the things I know that they would like if they gave it a chance is Rodney Carrington. But they look at the branding of it and they go, cowboy hat, I'm tuned off.
Right. They're out.
And you go, you're not listening. You're not listening.
Thank you.
Same thing with
Goddamn, thank you for saying that.
Yeah, it's the same thing with Larry the Cable Guy. Go to a show.
It's anybody.
Yeah.
Pick a color and think you don't like that guy. Guess what? Give him a chance. Might be fucking awesome.
Earthquake.
Lavelle Crawford. To me,
dude,
I just go, in my brain, he looks funny, sounds funny,
you can't blame
but
him.
his jokes are good.
You can't blame them because it's their money. Like so imagine, like someone said to me one time, they go, I think you're underestimating how often people see comedy. And I was like, what? And they're like, how often people see comedy.
Right.
And I said, what do you mean?
So they're connoisseurs.
And I said, I don't know. And they go, you realize that the average person sees it once a year.
Right.
And I was like,
yeah.
Oh shit, I'm there.
Not at all.
I'm almost there every night. Like I'm definitely a fan of comedy. I'm beyond a fan of comedy. I might be a connoisseur of comedy in a certain way that no one could ever be. Sure. But people do see the branding of Rodney Carrington, and some people sign up immediately. Mm-hmm. Like I said to Nate Bargatze.
Well, he's smart about that.
Nate Bargatze, me, and Ari Shaffir.
We just did a show, me and Nate. I'll tell you. Go ahead.
And we were sitting out. We were watching Larry the Cable Guy. We're all laughing hysterically. It was a great show.
Were you surprised that you were laughing?
I was not surprised.
Okay.
I'm not.
Some
surprised.
people will say that.
I'm not surprised at the fact that the guy's selling fucking 2,000, 5,000 tickets
arenas,
on a Wednesday.
Dude. He sells out arenas.
I'm not surprised that he's doing that,
Nebraska.
and that I'm laughing. Yeah, and we're having Jack on the Rocks in the back.
Yep.
We're fucking standing up. We have back access passes, and I said to myself, I went, it is, and I respectfully, I hope, Larry, that you hear this and you're not upset.
Well, I did a show with him.
It is very intensely branding. Like branding is the most important thing about
Do
comedy.
you know how that whole thing started? Do you know the story of how Dan Whitney became Larry the Cable Guy?
Of course.
Okay, yeah.
But
Well, it's 100% branding then.
But he did it before branding was around. He did it way before branding was around. He just was doing. He was just
He
having
got
fun.
smart about it.
It was the same as Dice. Larry and Dice are
Both of them
identical.
the exact same fucking
And
thing.
I'm not
but
shitting
from
on
two
either of
different places.
Identical.
That's all it is.
But that's
You
what
got New
comedy
York,
was.
you got Florida.
That's what comedy
Same
was
thing.
at the time.
It's a character.
And you can't. By the way, probably was a little bit what Kinnison was.
Yeah.
It was definitely what Bobcat was.
Anyone that we know from the 80s as a comedian,
It was a brand, and then we took
Right.
it and we created this this hybrid of like I can definitely say I'm a brand that is so mashed up into who the fuck I really am that I don't know who the fuck I am or am not anymore.
no.
Like I'm sitting there going like you said with your voice, you go when I get on stage it gets a little more high pitched,
Right.
and then sometimes like a fan sees you and goes, "What's up, John?" You're like, "Hey."
Yeah.
You know, it fucks me up to the point where you're like I said, I don't know where the machine stops and Bert starts, and then Bert starts and the machine stops. Because, by the way, Bert needs to go to Doug Stanhope's house for a fucking weekend and party to get back to Bert. Because I become really me, because being funny
Please
around...
invite me to that.
What's that?
Please invite me to Doug Stanhope.
I want to throw a surprise party for
I
Stanhope.
know him.
And then
I want to do mushrooms in his fucking his desert. I want to do mushrooms with him.
oh, dude, one of my favorite things in the world is like when I go to Stanhope's, I love
jealous.
it, dude. I love it more than anything. And then, by the way,
I'm afraid that he might not like me
no,
because I like him already.
no, he.
I'm afraid.
Trust me when I tell you,
If he met,
He's-
well, just because like, here's a dumb redneck being rednecky,
No,
he
not at
might
all,
go
not at
like,
all.
I don't like
No,
him.
Doug is the same as Attell, is the same as Gaffigan, is the same as like any
Gaffigan I
comic
loved.
that does it for a living. Any comic that does it for a living
They go,
wants to hang out
go
with
ahead.
comics that do it for a living.
Give you a pass.
What?
Well, it's kind of like you're making
Yeah.
a living. You're not an asshole.
You're a legit dude. You're a legit dude.
We can have a drink. Yeah.
Let's have a drink. Let's bullshit.
Yeah, yeah.
And we'll just talk shit about fucking
That's
JJ
how I
Medicine.
feel. That's how I feel.
It's like I. But one of the things I was saying is that kind of fucks me up a little bit is like Bert, and I not to split my personality is me. Is
You're
like
talking about somebody else.
it's like I need to go to stand-ups every now and then and just fucking chill.
See,
And
Arizona.
be around real people to be myself, but I also am the machine, but I'm also Bert, but I'm also like it's like when trust me when I come home I'm definitely taking a Xanax that Monday. But like and then you wake up with your kids and then you're like I'm definitely Bert, but then
Oh, yeah.
I don't know, man.
No, you're very good at compartmentalizing.
I'm not.
You have to be because you're not just the machine. You're a different machine here because of the kids and the wife.
Yeah, but
you're not
still,
walking
but
around
still
with
we're-
your shirt
but
off
still
all
we're-
the time.
By the way,
We're not in charge. She's in charge.
I had dinner with my
we
shirt
all know
off.
this.
I had dinner with my shirt off
Yeah.
because I was sweating because
You
I
had
had worked
dinner
out.
with
So I
your
ran
shirt off?
5 miles. Yeah,
When? Where?
tonight
Where?
here.
Here, of course.
And I was like, if he shows up now, I'm going to look like I'm doing this as a bit. and I
By the way, I would have thought that.
Yeah.
And I also would have loved that. I don't care either way. I'd be
hadn't-
like, fuck yeah, dude.
but like, there's so many parts of you that that doesn't that that I don't know.
Sure.
I don't know. What, I'm fucking ripping farts.
That was my, I had a zit. Dude, we're killing this. This is like 15 hours now. 15?
I'm curious to see what our total will be. It's definitely over 3 hours.
Yeah. I want to tell you, you asked me about Rodney Carrington. I can tell you one interesting Rodney Carrington story if you'd like to hear it.
Where does he live? Oklahoma?
He lives in Tulsa, Oklahoma. And I tell every actor, comedian this. If you ever want to get a sitcom canceled, all you have to do is buy a townhome within walking distance. And that's what I did. As soon as I was on that fucking show, I go, it's going to last forever. And I bought a townhome. To this day,
Because season 1 did well, right?
Yeah, dude. They kept 99% of the show before it, which is according to Jim.
Yeah.
They did great. Some were good, some were bad, but they did. The numbers are great. That's not why they got canceled. I'm gonna tell you why they got canceled. I'm gonna put my hand over this microphone so no one hears this. I love you, Rodney. Oh fuck! I don't know if I should say it.
And then don't say it 'cause I can't edit it. I'm too drunk.
All right.
Just tell me.
It's not bad. It's not bad. It's just a truth thing. They were killing it. Rodney was killing it. They were doing great. But Rodney does so well on the road. The only time I've been in a private jet was with Rodney Carrington.
Dude.
And then later on with another person. But Rodney was the first.
Who's the other person?
Brad Paisley.
Oh!
He's my new best friend. Look for us on Netflix in August. Anyway. But that was like, this dude, he's loaded without the sitcom. He's already got fuck you money. And the money he's making from the sitcom was maybe equal.
Yeah.
I think it wasn't enough for him to stress or bow down to people. And so he did not bow down.
Well, you figure, I mean, like, you don't have to say this. I'll say this out loud.
All right.
I know I can guess how much money Rodney makes on the road. Fuck you,
Just
money.
follow him on Facebook and you'll see packed arenas.
What's he doing? Like 5,000 seaters?
Yeah.
I know for a fact that I have friends
Today,
that do those.
without anything current.
Yeah.
Still killing it.
And so you look at that, and then I can tell you what they can afford to pay you on ABC. Most amount of money they can afford to pay you on a week as a guy in the second season.
If
It's probably
your name
like,
is the sitcom,
I'm going to guess 100,
Rodney.
125 is the most.
maybe.
Maybe more.
I don't know.
I'll definitely tell you.
I don't know that stratosphere. I've never been there.
I'll tell you what my opening deal on my first sitcom was $25,000 a week.
That's what I got
Yeah.
as big on a sitcom.
Yeah.
25.
It's a lot on a sitcom.
Yep.
So I'm going to guess.
The best job ever.
Oh, it's the greatest.
By the way,
But I'll tell you right now,
best job.
there's a lot of people that will turn down $25,000 a week to do stand-up because stand-up's blowing up so big right now.
Fuck that, dude. I would, because I've been doing it for so long, I would gladly take a job where I could walk to the fucking studio for 25 grand and be on it 8 scenes. No. 4 lines. I wasn't even a main character.
I'll tell you what I'll trade
That's
for.
what I was. That's what I was getting for being a cop who's there randomly.
I'll tell you what this is.
That's the best job I ever
This
had.
is how media has changed.
Yeah. Yeah. These days they're gone.
I will tell you this: if you're listening right now, anyone that works in media, I will forego all my money, all of my money.
All right.
If you want to put it on a network, fine.
Sure.
Let me put it on my YouTube, my Facebook, my Instagram.
Your thing.
Let me put it on my stuff. I want those fans.
Yeah.
I don't want you to.
Well, it's different now.
Like things have changed so much that I got an offer from someone and they were like,
It's a whole other
they were
world.
like how much I said $35,000 an episode. I shouldn't say that, but that's what it is. $35,000 an episode because if it's not that I'm
Right.
I'm in a deficit of fucking making money in a weekend or $5,000 an episode and just let me allow me to own some shit so I can post my own shit. I had a Facebook video on Instagram that was on Travel Channel that got 120 million views. Can you imagine what that would have done to my career if I had been tagged in that video? But they own it, so they didn't tag me in it.
Who owns it?
Travel Channel.
Yeah.
They owned it. They got the credit. No one. That show's gone. They're airing it now
Does
because
it
they
say
have
your
to.
name on it at all?
Nope, not even my name.
Jesus
but
Christ.
I was the reason people watched it.
Right.
And
Dude.
trust me when I say
Right.
that, like, they're airing Bert the Conqueror now because of that, because they realized, fuck, maybe we had a really great show. Maybe we never.
It
maybe
was
we
your
buried
show, Bert. It
Yeah.
was you. It wasn't like, let's go figure out these destinations. It was like, no, we like that guy.
But it's
and
like
we
it's
want to
like
hang out with that guy.
that money for me would be better well spent on people finding me and people going, I like Bert.
Right.
Like, and so
No,
now,
yeah. That's
now
what
I
you
look at
should
it and I just go, I want to talk to you about that thing that I want to talk to you about. We're pretty fucking hammered.
Fucking hammered. No.
I like Rodney Carrington. Can we get him on the phone? I'll call him from my phone.
Honestly, randomly he'll text me. We text each other
Text
all the
him,
time.
Text him. And
He'll send me, like, out of nowhere, he'll send me a picture of him and a girl with her top off. And I'll do the same. He's single. I'm single. We're both divorced.
Really?
So
and he's
we both went through a divorce, and we're both like divorce buddies, I guess. But yeah, he's naturally a funny dude. Like our buddies that we talked about, who are just naturally funny.
Yeah.
That's what Rodney is, and also
How old is he?
happened to be a comedian and play guitar and is good at music. That's kind of what he did.
How old is he?
I'm 45. I guess he's 48. He's only like 3 or 4 years older than me. Not much.
I can't find a fat picture of Ant.
Yeah, he won't have it.
Rodney.
Ant.
By the way,
Also has, yeah.
you the top Rodneys that you'd search on the internet. Who do you think it would be?
Dangerfield.
Nope. King is number
Who?
one.
Rodney who?
King.
Rodney King. Oh, that's, ladies and gentlemen, white privilege just happened. I don't even know. Like I'm a bad guy.
God damn it, Rodney Carrington. He's doing a tour. Oh,
Just follow him on
brilliant.
Facebook. You'll see.
Man, let me tell you
He's
something.
blowing up.
And right now you're like, who the fuck's Rodney Carrington? Trust me. Go see him once. You'll have the best show of your life.
Well,
He's-
even if you don't like, I'm trying to think how to. If Jimmy Buffett was hilarious,
That's
That's
by the way,
Rodney
that's something I
Carrington.
would have loved to have done in my life.
I love Jimmy Buffett.
I brought a
and his songs are happy, fun party time.
Yeah.
and that's what Rodney is. It's happy, fun party time, but he's also got some jokes before it.
Let's do this.
Yeah,
Who do you work with at Levity? Reg?
yeah. Reg Tiger, man, the
Let's
best
call him up.
name in the business.
Let's call him
By the way, all right, let's.
and see how we end this interview. It's almost midnight.
Thank you for calling him.
Yeah.
Oh my God, yes.
You're really testing me, aren't you?
I am. I said to Reg, the thing I love about you is that I know when I call you answer the phone.
I know, and you're testing it. Are you still with John?
Yeah, we're partying. We're pretty drunk.
Reg.
We're almost about 4 hours into a podcast.
Oh my God, we've done
my
4
God.
hours.
There's
But-
nothing too bad's been said, right?
No, nothing bad at all. It's been all good.
All right, good.
Yeah, and so we wanted to say, is there something I haven't asked John that you'd want to ask him on a podcast?
By the way, this came out of nowhere, Reg.
Because we're hammered. Hold on. I'm going to put the phone next to the microphone and
Wait.
have a drink.
Wait, Reg, before you
Talk
answer
to the microphone. Talk
No.
to the microphone also.
Reg, before you answer that question, I want to make sure that Bert knows that I have the best T-shirt of all time envisioned for you guys, called Reg Against the Machine.
Oh.
Yeah, that's
The thing about
that's
Reg's
Martin
laugh.
Sumner's. So what's the question? The question is, does Bert need to ask a question to John?
Yeah.
Is there something about John that I don't know about that you would what are like the 5 burning questions
We've already done
to
4
John.
hours, by the way.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna. But you've talked to him for 4 hours straight. You're probably delved deeper than I ever have.
Name it, Reg. Just figure the one thing. So start with me. What's the one thing you'd want to ask me on a podcast that you think would be good fodder for conversation? You're a big podcast man. You listen to all my Bertcasts. You listen to a lot of podcasts.
Yep.
All of them. Every single one of them. I've heard every one of your stories. All right, so question that you guys should talk about.
Does he know?
Are we going to ask about like why Incredible Edible America?
Wait, no.
Is that the show? Is that the show?
Were you guys watching that while you were podcasting?
No, but Isla watched it, and Isla was obsessed. She goes, "You know what Incredible Edible America is?"
You guys are supposed to do?
Nope, it's Jeff Dunham's new show. It's actually really good for what it is. No, it's a food show, but Isla was obsessed. No, it's actually a really good show. I can't shit on it too much, but Isla was obsessed at what parts were scripted and what parts weren't scripted, and I felt like going, "Hey, dummy, the ones where the ones where the dummy shows up are scripted." Like, I was like, Isla, the fucking, when the dummy shows up, it's scripted.
Anything dummy-wise.
And then the whole time she kept going, is he scripted? Is that scripted? And I was like, I think I fucking rubbed off her too wrong.
Off the cuff.
I think what I'd want to ask both of you and hear both of your guys' answer is, because the way you guys come up, you both have a lot of material based on your own life. But I think there's a lot that you've experienced in your own life that you have not yet shared on stage, which is a great thing. And so my question to both of you is, what is a deep, dark little mine, a little cave or corner in your mind or inside of you that you have not yet explored on stage that you feel like until you retire, your career won't be complete until you explore that?
I think we both.
Talking to the microphone, John. By the way, is so drunk he dropped the microphone.
Are we still recording?
He stopped. He dropped the microphone, and we go.
I feel like
it's a good question.
I see you holding the phone to your face, and I'm like, why am I holding this microphone? Reg doesn't need this mic. No, we did that. I think we did that.
All right. We'll call you back. We'll talk to you later. Oh, he hung up. So wait, what is the one thing?
What's that?
That you want to explore that you haven't explored? And I'll start off.
Stage,
I'll start off
in terms of being on stage and doing a bit.
No,
my fucking life as a human being.
I think we've both answered that in a weird way in this podcast. Is that I think one of the things I get caught up in, and I think
machine.
Oh, you have no idea.
Oh, you're the machine.
Yeah, well, I get caught up in a story that I tell on a podcast that people get associated with and then want to hear again. And I go, yeah, but you already heard that. Like, trust me, if you like that, you'll like more stuff. Sure.
Sure.
But I think also one of the things I get caught up in is that I get caught up in, I'm very privy to peer pressure. Like, if people... Like, if I go to the store sometimes, I do what the guys at the store do. I do that kind of material. I do it, and weaker. I don't do it as good as anyone does. No. But, like, I raise my voice, and I try to do shorter, like, more. Like, I was like, I want to just do me.
Yeah.
Like, and I think that's what I like about the road, is that when people come out to see you, they just want to see you do you.
That's why I hate going and performing in this town. Because we... both know what we're capable of in the rest of the world. Why come here and subject ourselves to 10 minutes of bullshit, which goes nowhere, in our level?
It fucks with your ego. If you do well,
I'm not going to be. I'm not fucking tooting our horns.
Yeah,
but we're at a level that we don't need necessarily to do that 10 minutes, unless you're just stretching out a bit.
You got to use these spots in the city.
Do you know what I'm saying? Though?
Like the other day, I realized I was like, I need to use the store.
Yes,
for
you
what
use
I
the store.
I need to use it as the real vehicle it is, which is like a real test of what's funny.
Yeah,
like I know for a fact that they're laughing at the people I respect,
right? Because you already got your fans.
Yeah, and then I go, I need to like find out if my shit's funny. Like I need to really like do what Chris Rock does or Dave Chappelle and just do new material and not be the guy that's going like, I want to kill. I want them to think I'm as funny as Chappelle. By the way, Chappelle goes up and bombs for no, I'm not bombs. No. I mean, it's very funny, but like it's like he just doesn't care about trying to kill.
I respect that.
Yeah.
I respect that. But I also think if you're already in your wheelhouse, you've already got your people, I don't know if it's beneficial to go into a place that's not your wheelhouse.
But it's frustrating.
Anyway.
It's frustrating to go up
but it can be a Debbie Downer in a way.
Bill Burr destroy with original material. Original material.
Yeah.
Original material.
Sure.
And then go like...
Do you do crowd work?
No. I try not to anymore because I found it not beneficial to doing hours.
It could lead to things, though. No. That's what I like about it. I in the last 4 years, I'm a crowd work. I do crowd work. Mixed in with the bits. But
I enjoy crowd work.
But I like it because it leads to
writing new
possible bit.
It does. It really does. And I want to say, part of me wants to say, like,
not every time.
I want to say, like, that's how I probably wrote my first 2 hours, is like all through crowd work.
Yeah.
But now I look at it and I go,
it's work.
Now I look at it and go, like, I need to sit in the boredom of my material and be embarrassed of it until the place where I get to the place where I go.
Dude, Mark Ryan, by the way, who we both love.
Mark Ryan's great.
Helped me in my first DVD. Jon Reep Metro Jethro.
Yeah.
And he goes, and we're very similar. We have this whole background of like being from the South and trying to function in Los Angeles with this accent. Very hard.
Yeah.
You get looped in easily, but he helped me write. He goes, for like, I don't know, 6 months, I'd have him open for me. And we would tape the set, watch the set, write down notes on. I mean, it was a system. Mark Ryan had it figured out.
Really?
I should go back to it because he's smart. I'm hammered.
We're hammered. We should probably wrap this up.
Yeah, let's wrap it up, buddy.
All right. So, in conclusion, everybody, you're welcome. You're welcome.
Can I promote some shit real quick?
Please.
I didn't even promote anything.
Yeah.
Shit's coming up.
What's coming up? I'm fucking so hammered. I'm like, what do you got going on?
Dude, I'm going to be on Netflix in August.
Oh, with Brad Paisley.
Brad Paisley. So just look for Brad Paisley on Netflix. I'm going to be on that show with Nate Bargatze, with John Heffron, Sarah Tiana.
For real?
Yeah. It was during that whole Wild West Comedy Festival.
Oh, that's going to be fucking awesome.
I think people will like it. It was a good night. And then on Tig Notaro's show called One Mississippi, I'll be in the second season coming up September.
She's from Mississippi, right?
She's from Mississippi. Yeah. By the way, Tig Notaro did one of the funniest things I've ever seen in my life on a personal TV stand-up appearance.
What was it?
You got to be brave.
Oh, took her tits out?
No. That was a special. I'm talking a Conan appearance.
Oh, really?
It was maybe 3 minutes. I don't know. But she did this bit, and you respect this, dude. Her joke was that she was doing a joke, and it wasn't working, and she hit the stool, and the stool made a fart noise, and that got a laugh. Okay, that's her joke on Conan. And then she hits the stool on Conan, and it makes a fart noise, and it gets a laugh. So it's like this double. She pushed this stool around for at least 60 seconds, farting every time she did, without saying a word.
Yeah.
And it killed. I go, that's the bravest, funniest fucking thing I've ever seen on TV. A girl, Tig Notaro, put the microphone in her back pocket like it's a fucking tool. Push the stool around for like 60 seconds. You go,
Just.
and it's killing because she set it up so that it would kill.
I think Tig is. I'll watch. There's a few people that I'll watch anything they do. Maria Bamford, Tig Notaro.
Love them both.
Like I'll watch anything they do. And I may not laugh at everything, but I'll watch everything they do, and that's more important.
Yeah.
Like in all honesty, I just go. I know they're original.
Yep.
I know they're creative.
Yep.
I know that they do real shit.
Yep, that's exactly how I say it.
So what else do you have to promote before we wrap up this drunk cast?
Oh, I'll be at the bar over here at.
Let's see.
Hey, come see me over there at Firefly or at Jinky's Studio Cafe.
I don't know when I'm releasing this podcast, but I know I have an Australian tour
What?
in September.
You going to Australia? I've never been.
Doing I think I'm doing
I'm good for
Shanghai,
not good
Singapore.
friends. Me and Jim Jeffries are buds.
Yeah, he's a great guy. He's a really great guy.
Hilarious. All right.
We're each blinking eyes as we talk to each
Yeah,
other.
let's high-five
That's
it
when that's when you know. That's when you know.
By the way, listeners, know this. We are probably 7 football fields away from where we live. It's very close.
Yeah,
7 to 8 football fields?
we're walking.
What is this?
Yeah.
It's
Oh,
close.
I'm 20
Colfax.
yards away from where I sleep.
No, you're in your house.
I'm in my house.
No, I'm walking to mine.
All right. I love you guys.
I love you too.
I love you.
I love everybody.
This might be the best podcast I've ever done.
This episode was brought to you by The Machine.